What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Downbeat podcast. My guest this week is Isaac Hale of Knocked Loose. He is an unbelievable musician. He has a big love of Metallica, MESHUGGAH, Gojira, high fashion. You're going to get this joke in a minute when you get to the podcast. We had a really, really good chat. We just came back from seeing Poppy. The guy's a legend. He's in about 1 million different bands. I don't need to tell you about Knocked Loose, but if I do need to tell you about Knocked Loose, check them out. Before we get started, I want to let you know we have a Patreon, patreon.com/the Downbeat. On it, you get early access to episodes. You get ad-free versions of the episodes. You get early access to merch. Anything I do, you are going to get it early. The lowest tier is £1. It goes up to I think £3 because I don't value myself very well. It is patreon.com/the Downbeat. Please check it out. If you don't want to support me, right, you hate me and you are just watching this either out of hate or you like the guest or whatever, any of that stuff, listen, I've got news for you. You still got to leave the house and you still got to look pretty good leaving the house. www.thedownbeat.at, so it spells Downbeat. We got merch. It is luxury streetwear designed by a musician for other musicians and other people. We got performance t-shirts. You can wear them on stage. We got performance shorts. We got normal shorts. We got normal t-shirts. We got hoodies. We got jackets. We got everything. It's my number 3 thing that I enjoy the most in life after drums and the podcast. I love making clothes. Everything is painstakingly made, custom made. I'm really, really proud of it. I think you'll love the quality. It helps support me and the podcast, and it supports you looking real nice. www.thedownbeat.at, so it spells Downbeat. Check it out. In addition to that, this episode is brought to you as ever by the wonderful people at Display. You can see them hanging up in the back of the studio, in the back of Madison's little production corner, in the back of my toilet. You can't see that, but it is there. If you're doing a dump at my house and you look behind you, there is a magnetic poster that you can mount on the wall with a magnet with no drilling, no nothing. You got a little rubbish little hobby, well, you go to display.com, put whatever your hobby is in, it's going to come up with some cool thing that you can put on your wall in 3 different sizes. I went really British there, didn't I? Free, that's F-R-E-E, but it's not free, but almost like free. Listeners of the podcast can get a whopping 22% off 1 to 2 displays or 33% off 3 or more by going to display.com/the Downbeat and use the code Downbeat. Without further ado, it's Isaac Hale of Knocked Loose on the Downbeat podcast. What were you going to say? You had a question for me.
I was going to ask.
Hello, by the way.
Hey, I was going to ask if you wanted to start a band.
With you?
Yes.
One of my questions that I have today is what you have 1 billion bands, but let's kick it off with this.
Yeah.
Have you got someone in mind?
No, I'm kind of just doing this thing in my life currently where I wake up, I do a little workout, I do a little walk run, and then I come home and I just write music all day. And I kind of set up a 9 to 5 for myself where I just work on something that day. So I'm just going to start. For a while it was oh, what band am I going to sing for? What band? And now I'm just I'm working on something all day. I don't care what it is. It could be terrible, but I'm just writing. So
I'll start a terrible band with you.
Cool. We could start it's cooler to do a terrible one.
What kind of terrible? Your eyes lit up there.
Yeah, I just love bad music. I don't know, man. What's something that's really fucking bad? But not actually bad, just we could do some crazy grind thing.
Yeah, that's kind of good.
Yeah, but that's good bad is the best version of good.
That is true.
It's stuff that's too good is kind of whack.
I feel like that's your approach to writing. Whenever I listen to Knocked Loose, that some stuff must have started as a joke. It's the same with MESHUGGAH.
I don't think things make it. I think we've said this on record. I don't think things make it onto a KL record unless we laugh when we write it.
Yes, I desperately want to sit down with any of MESHUGGAH and ask them the same thing, because there's no way they don't go.
No, I disagree.
You disagree?
I think for them, it is exactly what you think it is. I don't think that they smile.
No, there's no way they didn't go. One of them went, duh, duh, and then they didn't just go, what if we did that for 8 minutes?
I'm saying that a normal person would. I'm saying they're going,
Nah, I think there must be an element of humor in there. There must be something that finds it funny.
It might disappoint me.
No, because have you seen the video for
The studio sessions that I've seen the studio vlogs that I've seen, they're like...
Have you seen the video for? I think it's the video for. It's either New Millennium Cyanide Christ or it's Rational Gaze. The video is just on a tour bus with.
That video is hilarious.
So
which is also like that's like the outlier of their whole career. Have you noticed that?
Funny thing.
I listened to so much Meshuggah today. It's so funny that we're talking about this.
I listen to Meshuggah every day of my life.
Almost same.
Do I?
Absolutely.
Every single fucking day.
Almost same.
What did you listen to today?
I listened to so much. I listened to Nothing all the way through.
All right. Which one?
The good one.
Well, but I have changed my opinion on this.
Okay, so I've listened to both back to back multiple times, and because one of the first things I got your initial opinion at one point was that the remaster, remixed, whatever was inferior, right? It's an inferior record.
Which was my original.
Which is what your original take. And my take is that the original is the best. And I listened, I believed different for a while.
So we've swapped.
Yeah, I believed different for a while, but I don't think the drums sound nearly as good on the remaster. I think they sound like programmed. Are they programmed drums?
I think they might be.
I think they have to be.
Because the ghost notes are gone.
And that totally takes it away.
In fact, I changed my mind back. I'm with you.
You know.
I'm
you
with
know.
you.
And like the guitar tone could be a little better, maybe, but it's like...
It's still dirty.
It's dirty and it's disgusting. So yeah, I listen to that. Yeah, exactly. Dude, that spasm track.
To it. Oh, so good. We could just do a whole 2 hours
Dude,
of me and you.
I will do it. Don't fuck with me.
Okay,
I will do it.
You did Nothing.
I did Nothing, and then I compared it to the Immutable remaster just came out. Listen to it. Yeah.
Why are they remastering that like 2 years after it came out?
I wonder if they don't like the way that it sounds.
Probably nerd people.
I think they don't like the way that it sounds. And that record, I think, I mean, Meshuggah fans obviously love it, but I think that there's some diehard Meshuggah fans that don't like it. I think that it's an amazing record.
I love it.
It's amazing.
I
didn't even like the snare drum at the beginning, and now I do.
It's the same as Saint Anger, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a good 20 minutes on Saint Anger yesterday. I'll do that again. I don't care.
Okay, let's talk about that.
No.
Quick.
We can't. Wait, put a pin in that because we could come back.
Okay. Yeah.
Immutable.
Yes.
Like, the crazy thing about Meshuggah, I was saying this in the car the other day because I just listened to Meshuggah all day and I'm just like, every day I'm as amazed as the first time I ever heard them.
Literally.
They're the only band with that many albums that I like every single album.
They're my second favorite band now.
Who's number one?
You know this.
Wait, is it a classic band?
Yes.
The Metallica?
Yes.
Yeah, we know this. Okay. Ooh, we're the
We knew
same
that.
person.
We
This
knew
is
that.
going to be good.
Yeah.
This is going to be good.
It's literally, that's what I'm saying. Which is why I'm saying a band started between the two of us would probably be crazy.
What if we did like And Justice for All era Metallica?
It exists.
Who?
Meshuggah did it. Contradictions
Yeah,
Collapse.
they haven't done it since 1984.
Yeah. So you just want to rip Contradictions Collapse?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No one's done it.
Okay.
Except for them. And that's always my... If people say they don't like Meshuggah and they like Metallica, I'm like, listen to this album. It's like you gave Swedish people... It's like you made Metallica Swedish and gave them acid.
Yeah. It's like on Hardlore, they say penis music. It's
Yeah.
like penis music and Justice for All.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's fucking awesome. It's hard as fuck.
But like Meshuggah, not only every single album I like
Yep.
actively like, put it on front to back, love it.
I'm totally with you.
But they put out like some of my favorite songs recently.
I mean, I think that there's an argument that Koloss is their best record. It's my favorite mix.
It's fucking great.
It's unbelievable.
Do you know what? I had a limited vinyl version of that.
Really?
Which a friend of mine gave me when it came out, like a double gatefold picture disc, like worth shitloads of money. Didn't even know it was worth shitloads of money. I came home one day and my dog at the time had managed to find it. Just that. It was almost like she just picked that out of my vinyl collection and just went, he likes this one. Pulled it out. Pulled both fucking vinyl out and scratched them because she liked the way it sounded.
That's
completely fucked.
That's like, yeah, that's like almost worth death, I think.
But my dog was literally fucking with Meshuggah. Like,
Yeah.
must have enjoyed the way it sounded.
Yeah.
compared to the other ones.
Actually, yeah, you view it like that. I agree. That's
But I think Born in Dissonance from I don't even know what fucking album it's on.
That's on Violent Sleep.
Yeah, Violent Sleep is my favorite Meshuggah song, and that's like 30 years into their career.
You know what's awesome? They just have Born in Dissonance is now an archetype of song that they just have now.
Yeah.
Because there's like 3 songs on the newest Meshuggah record, Immutable, that are literally like gong 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 gong
It's my
gong
fucking
gong
shit.
gong, and it's just like that tempo, that key, everything. It's fucking
so
awesome.
good. And then on Immutable, there's one track that real near the end of Immutable, which is almost like different for them. I think it's called like The Faultless or something like that.
I know what you're talking about.
And it has the little choke in it. Yeah, and
it's kind of a stupid riff.
Yeah.
But like kind of cool.
Yeah, and I was just like, that's one of my fucking favorites.
Yeah. Phantoms and God Sees in Mirrors, I think it's called, are like 2 of the most ridiculous Meshuggah songs I've ever heard in my life. And they keep doing it. I don't know how they keep doing it. They just did that. They just played. We got back from this Europe tour that we just did. And the day we got back, they hit Chicago with Cannibal Corpse. And I was like, God, that's a perfect show. And I almost flew into Chicago just to see
They're
it.
playing Atlanta next Friday, and I'm like, 4 hours, do I just go?
I think that they're at the age where you need to just go.
But I have seen them more than any other band I've ever seen in my life.
I've seen them a decent amount. But every single time I go, oh my God.
Yeah. And
It's
their
insane.
live mix now, this is now the MESHUGGAH podcast, my fucking favorite.
We'll do it for like 2 more minutes. And then
Okay.
we'll go.
Their live mix now. The guitars are so dry and tight. It's the craziest thing ever. Like,
Yeah.
the noise gates are fucking insane.
Yeah, I'll talk to sound guys about it. I know some sound guys that love their mix and some sound guys that don't. I don't understand how anyone couldn't like it. I've never heard anything like it in my
It's
life.
like the not clean, obviously, because it's fucking distorted, but like the cleanest heavy guitar I've ever heard.
I hate hearing like, you know, everyone's like, their guitars sound like freight trains, you know, like, but like their guitars like actually sound
like free train.
like that. Cause it's all like mechanical
Yeah.
repeating riffs. And it's like their guitar tones are just about like texture, you
Yeah.
know, it's like, it's about the actual picking and all that. This is all nerdy fucking
No, I love it,
but
This
it's
is-
awesome.
This is I like the contrast. We played 2 shows with them. I don't know how the fuck we got that.
That's crazy.
fucking sick.
Yeah.
And like, I asked Thomas if he wanted to come on the podcast,
Oh.
and he like immediately gave me this whole conversation about how like he's got nerve damage in his legs and it gives him anxiety before he plays and all this stuff, and then goes, and that's why I don't want to do a podcast. I was like, are you kidding? That's the best podcast in the world. You are my favorite drummer, and I think you are infallible, and you have just showed me you're a human being.
I mean, he probably just doesn't want to do your podcast.
He then watched our set.
Because let me tell you what he did. He has nerve damage and he's more nervous than he's ever been live. And then they just fucked around and put Bleed back in the set.
I know, it's fucking crazy.
It's awesome.
Unless he's back. I think maybe as well, like they're so like old and disconnected that he was like, how many times must you get asked to just go on a podcast? And I would just fucking say no. He doesn't know it's fucking good. He doesn't know I'm a mega sweater.
Yeah, but I mean, he should know you're a good drummer. Because you're a great drummer.
He didn't. Thank you, mate. He didn't.
Okay.
Right? Because he didn't watch us. And then the first night, I think we did 3 shows. And the first night, it was 2 shows in the festival. The first night, he didn't watch us because they were obviously going to play. And then the second night, First World, the end of First World, I do like a little drum solo thing, right? And it was right at the end of the set, and his ears must have pricked up because he came out and then started watching. And then the festival set, he watched us for the whole thing, which was fucking awesome.
That would change my life.
It was fucking sick. I saw him in last bit of MESHUGGAH. I'm sorry. I saw their 25th anniversary at the Roundhouse.
Yeah.
And they played a bunch of Contradictions Collapse. And I was just like, I've never seen it. They played
I didn't even know that was even in the cards.
Cadaverous Mastication, and they played one other song. And a bunch off.
It's a good band. Everybody listen to them.
Listen to Meshuggah, because you definitely already are.
Yeah.
Okay, next, Metallica.
Yeah. What's going on?
No, what do we do today? It's late. We've had a little day.
Dude, I've had a close to a perfect day today.
Reel it off for me.
Okay,
from
so
the AM.
I woke up and did my workout and my morning walk run.
Well. What's the workout?
It's nothing crazy. It's just jail workout. So it's just like 200 push-ups, 200 sit-ups.
That's crazy.
I do like 50 burpees, plank for like 3 or 4 minutes.
I mean, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's not, I don't.
Yeah, wait, well, what are you doing for pulling? You doing pull-ups?
Yeah.
How many pull-ups?
Oh, dude. I mean, am I doing pull-ups in my routine?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I could probably do 3.
Yeah, let me tell you this, though.
I work out for my like mental and everything. I would never ever call myself a strong
it
dude.
it lives in you if you've been doing that.
Sure.
That's the gateway drug. That's
Sure.
weed. You're doing weed right now.
Sure.
And I'm gonna get you on crack.
Okay.
But
Get
what
me-
I just
get
will
me
say,
on
not being that guy, but like you want to get some pulling in those workouts. 200 push-ups a day without working out the opposite muscles. One day your shoulders are just gonna go.
That's a great point. That's a great point.
careful.
Show me the way.
Just get a pull-up bar.
All right. Done.
Sick. Anyway, you did your workout.
And then I start every day with a 5-mile walk.
You're like fucking ice man. Get the fucking ice bucket in here. Madison, can we get the bucket of ice?
All right.
This is sick. No, good for
Okay,
you,
cool.
but fuck that.
And then I started last year. I started running some of it,
Okay.
just to see if I could. So I run half of it now. So I run 2.5 miles and then walk 2.5 miles.
Did you do this in Nashville or you did this at home?
I did this at home.
Okay.
And then
What time do you wake up at? Go on, give me the
I wake
Isaac
up-
Hale's day in the life.
I wake up when my wonderful partner Kelsey wakes up, and so that is usually around 8. And then I got back, showered, did all that, and then went to a doctor's appointment where we went over some blood work where they told me that everything in my life is completely normal and I'm completely healthy, which is
Sick.
great.
Was that
right?
a scare?
No, not at all.
You just
But I
had
was
a
just
little-
like, it's just a normal checkup. We got some blood work done. I had blood clots I do / had blood clots at one point in my life.
Really?
So
What point?
that I we'll go back to that.
Demonetize me, baby. Yeah. Well, we'll come back to that.
We'll come back
Producer Madison, can you please remind me later on the blood clot chat?
to that. That is a good story.
Cool.
And then I drove down to Nashville and I got a wonderful dinner at Bourbon Steak with
Which I was not invited to.
Cahill. You were not invited. It was amazing. And then I went straight to, we both just saw Poppy and House
Wait,
Protection.
rewind. Who'd you get dinner with?
Cahill from Pure Noise Records.
Okay. I know him. And he knows me.
Yes.
And no one's introduced us.
Really? That is
And
insanely
I keep
odd to
seeing
me.
him. I think maybe I've like 2 seconds at a
Well, now
festival.
that you're both living in Nashville, this has to happen.
2 seconds at a festival, maybe we got like an intro. And we work together, obviously, when we do the Downbeat collabs and stuff. But every time I see him, I don't know if he has this or it's just me, but I'm very awkward at shows anyway.
Sure.
I'm like, I know that guy, but I don't know if it's the guy.
It's probably a
and I
mutual
don't
thing
wanna-
I think you're one step away from being best friends, probably. He's a chill ass guy.
Yeah, everyone says that.
He's awesome. But I had a wonderful dinner with him, and then we both saw together. We saw House Protection and Poppy at the Brooklyn Bowl.
Yeah, you were in VIP.
I did.
was just slumming it.
You
Just
were.
slumming it. You know what happened when I got home? Pissed me the fuck off.
What happened?
I don't moan, right? It's only ever happened once that someone's come on the podcast and then they haven't got me VIP for the show, and it was Andy Hurley, and I just turned around and I went home.
Yeah.
Come on. But like, love him, but come on. It was a festival.
Sure.
Come on, I'm not doing that. This is tongue in cheek. I'm very, I love my life. And then today, obviously, and it's fine. It's absolutely
Guy
fine.
loves his life.
Absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine, right? It's absolutely fine. I didn't care. I don't care that I didn't have VIP.
Yeah.
Right? Didn't care. Except for the fact I couldn't fucking hang out with any of you because everyone was in the other bit, which was fine. The show was great. We were stood great. It was
Yes.
great. I don't mind it. Got home. This is why I was like, this is why I would prefer to get VIP.
Sure.
Got home.
Yeah.
Someone's videoed me from afar and just put it on their Instagram and tag me. And it's like,
Do you think that didn't happen to me?
I hate. Do you like that?
No.
Yeah, it sucks. I want to talk to you guys about making your guitar sound good. I know what you're thinking. You're a drummer. You can't play guitar. Well, guess what? Very close in idiocy to drummers is bassists. And then guitar's just one up from there. Neural DSP make plugins for your computer so you can just plug straight in and sound like any one of your favorite artists with a CD quality. Yes, CD, Spotify, whatever you use, tape, cassette tape quality, slightly better than cassette tape quality. Basically a quality sound straight out of the box. You don't have to have an amp. You don't have to have a microphone. You don't have to have any of that stuff. You just need your guitar and a cable. You plug it in. You can load up anything like Archetype Gojira, like Pliny, like the Nolly Pack. Let's say you are just one step up in evolution from a drummer. That's right, you're a bassist. There's a dark glass one. There's a bunch of stuff. None of the faff. Oh, let me just plug this amp in. Oh, there's a ground loop hum. No, there isn't. Stick your guitar straight into that computer and then into your lug holes. Neural DSP is giving listeners of the podcast an unbelievable discount on their plugins. It's 30%. I don't think you can get that anywhere. So use the code DOWNBEAT at neuraldsp.com to get 30% off any one of their plugins. I implore you to check it out. neuraldsp.com. The code is DOWNBEAT.
Well, let me tell you what's really funny. And I'll actually say this about the Brooklyn Bowl. I watched from Gen Pop the whole time. And
You chose not to stand with us.
well, here's the deal. Here's what happened. So Logan Beaver, who was doing front of house for Unpopular at the time, right?
Unreal.
Yeah. Amazing. I believe Matt Dierkes is usually doing Poppy, but Logan was just doing
That's a team. Those two.
Awesome. But he was like, "Hey, if you want to watch from front of house, like, just let me know. I'll just walk in." And I found an open spot in Gen Pop because I didn't see you guys. Were you guys in the same spot that you were before?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
we moved up a little bit.
Okay. Well, I was just sitting like on I was standing on like the small runway down, and I was like, this is fine. And then I noticed that it was right next to front of house. So there are plenty of places in that venue where you can see fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
But and I'm joking because I just wanted to roast Eric for it because I'm sure. I think Poppy had 70 people on the guest list. Like, I'm sure they just didn't get passes. And I'll happily go. I'll buy a ticket to a show. If it's MESHUGGAH, I'm buying a ticket. I'm not getting...
Shout out buying tickets to shows.
Yeah, I'm not getting I'm not trying to get in and get the VIP. However, got home, someone fucking filmed me.
Yeah, someone filmed...
So much.
Someone tagged me in a video of just my bald head.
I wonder if it's the same fucking guy. Pull it up.
No.
I bet you it's the same person.
Maybe.
God, don't do that. I'm Madison thought I was shouting at her like a fucking dog. Don't fucking do that. No, don't do it. It's horrible. It makes me not want to go.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that like, oh, I'm so fucking famous. People want videos of me. It's like, no, it's just horrible.
Did the person say anything, or were they just like, look, it's Craig?
It was a video of Poppy, and then it panned to me, and then it tagged me.
And
I don't know if the person was like, wanted it to seem like they were at the show with me, or
I think people just like seeing. I think people
come up and say hi then.
Yeah, I think people enjoy seeing other artists at shows for sure. So I don't think that it's entirely like a negative thing. Like if I saw a person who isn't a genre of a specific thing at another show, I'd be like, oh, it's cool.
Would you take a fucking photo or a video though?
Literally never.
Yeah, exactly. And I have PTSD. If you're listening to this, watching this, and hopefully you're watching it because I get paid more. If you're watching this, you're thinking, this guy, what a fucking loser. Get over yourself. I am burnt from a time that I went to go see Spirit Box.
Yes.
And I was in a bar next door before it, and a couple of people came up and said hello or whatever and got a photo or just said hello, love the podcast or whatever, which I fucking love. Like, who doesn't love someone coming up and go, I love your band or whatever? It's like fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Please do that.
Yeah.
And then, so I have a Discord for the Downbeat Discord, join it. Someone put a photo that their friend had sent them in the chat, in the Discord, and it was just a photo of me sat at a table. on my own, looking like, no one looks good sat on a table on their own. Put that in the thing. And everyone in the Discord was like, you should tell your friend it's not cool to take unsolicited photos of people. So the guy, like, there's this like live thing happening.
Yeah.
The guy tells his friend, like, why didn't you just go up and say hello? And the guy's reply was, I already saw people getting turned away, so I didn't want to be that guy. It's like, so they're now on Discord.
You're
there's
the
this
turn away
story that
guy.
I'm turning people
You're the turn
away.
away guy.
So now I'm just terrified. Don't perceive me.
Yeah.
I need a...
Have you ever turned someone away?
Fuck no. It's
Imagine that. You imagine like, like, hey man, your band is really good. Just wanted to say hi, and it's just like, hey, I'm not accepting
we're accepting praise
interactions
right now.
right
We're not accepting
now.
praise right now.
Yeah, so
schedule it in.
Maybe a different time.
I
different
fucking
place.
love it.
Yeah.
But just don't be weird about it.
I mean, there's obviously.
Brush your teeth as well. That's a big
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's a time and place. There's some times where you can catch me on a, a bad vibe, right?
Where should people not interact with Isaac Hale?
I don't want to tell people that because I truly believe.
Look down the camera. Tell them when not to fuck with you.
No. I truly believe that.
Still looking at the camera. I love it.
Okay, you know what's crazy? What's crazy?
Go ahead.
This is infinitely worse than any sort of fan interaction that can happen. Because I truly believe, I don't care if you're catching me walking me out to the bus or if you just see me in a crowd. If you want to come say hey, take a quick picture, short interaction, whatever, I am always totally fine with that. I love my fans. I love KL fans. I love, and also like, I still am going to shows all the time in my home city by myself. Like I literally I'm very much a fan of the music myself. So it's like, there's no difference between me and then the person coming up to me. Very much. I'm try to always be extremely level-headed. You know what's more annoying than any sort of interaction like that is getting off stage to a packed green room.
Oh yeah, horrific.
Infinitely worse.
Yeah, especially like people you don't really know. I don't do it. Like I don't really got you. I don't do it even when it's my best friends playing. Like I kind of just don't hang out in their green room because I know what it feels like, and I just don't want to be like the lemon.
Yeah.
There.
And also, I know that somebody watching this has definitely been in my green room after I play. And
Name them.
I don't know. There's probably a million of them. And that's fine. I'm not begrudging you. But what I am saying, what I am saying is that like someone that's talking shit about like, oh, don't you get so annoyed when fans come say hi? It's like the only time where I could be annoyed about that or being annoyed about an interaction like that is right. It's not. It could be fan, could not be. It's right after I play a show. Like I step off stage.
Yeah.
But other than that, come talk to me.
I got two. I think I got two exceptions.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is like if I'm with my girlfriend. I don't know. I was gonna say if I'm with my girlfriend, like I'll do this.
I'd probably make a bit out of it and try to like introduce them to my girlfriend.
I do.
Have you met Kelsey?
I do that all the time. In fact, I'll make this one second. So the only thing I will ever do is I won't say, and I say this to you in case you do meet me. I feel so fucking arrogant even having this conversation. Why the fuck does anyone want to hang out with us? But like, I'm never going to say, do you want a photo? Mm-hmm. In case you say no. Mm-hmm. It would crush me. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love your band. Love the podcast. All that. Oh, you want a photo? Nah. I'm going home. I'm going home to fucking kill myself.
And I don't know if I've ever... I don't think I've ever... Wait, I don't even think I've... Excuse me. Ever since I... Post high school... I don't think I've ever asked someone for a photo.
No, but that's because you're the someone now. Post high school,
sure,
but
was like I've seen like Korn's one of my favorite bands, and I've seen members of Korn, and I didn't ask them for a photo. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm missing out on some dope flicks.
No, no, because they would definitely be like, isn't that the guy from Knock Loose? Maybe that's the new thing,
fucking
though.
Right.
Maybe that's the new thing, though. Maybe the new thing is like already being pretty successful and then getting photos with like peers of a similar level.
Yeah.
But people you don't know.
Okay. I am not convinced that Korn would be aware of who I am.
100%.
No way. Absolutely not.
Bullshit.
No way.
They love heavy music. They love a down
Do
tune.
they? I don't even think they do.
Yeah, they do. Fucking, what's his name? Monkey? Head? One of those.
You're just saying names.
One of them. One of them knows it. Ray ghosted me. Ray lives in Nashville, the drummer.
Really?
He ghosted me for the podcast.
Damn.
We follow each other as well, so I know that's not in the
Have
fucking
you ever like
message
DM'd
request
each other
box.
or anything?
Well, I DM'd him saying, do you want to come on the podcast? I live in Nashville now.
Here's the thing, though. You plant that seed, someday it could come back around.
It fucking wants to. And the second one, and this is not like, if I'm with my girlfriend, this is not like I'm saying this annoys me, right? But when there's like, when I did the live podcast tour, right? Madison came on it. And obviously I'm hanging out my merch at the end. And there's quite a lot of people that want a photo. All I'm going to ask is, don't ask her to take the photo. And it's not because me or her is annoyed about it, but it ended up, she was just a photographer. She was just stood there and I felt bad for her. And I was like, thoughts on that?
Do you feel offended? Do you feel offended by taking photos of your partner?
It doesn't bother me. It just was like exhausting because it's like a whole line of people.
Yeah.
the whole time just
There it is. It bothers her.
No.
There it is. It bothers her.
No. Well, here's the
It's just
thing. If it turns into like a photo meet and greet,
Yeah, that's what
that's
happened.
different.
Yeah.
I think there's a difference between like, hey, can you just, and like that's probably fine. But if it's like, oh, I hear she's the photo girl.
Which is literally what it can.
that's
I hear
turned
you're
into.
taking photos.
And you were fine, and I just felt bad the whole time. The whole
Yeah.
time I'm like trying to take photos and smile. I'm like, I feel so fucking bad for her because she's just fucking. Especially when it's just like, oh, can you take another one because they didn't like it? It's like, I'm sorry. I'm drawing the line there.
Yeah.
Am I coming across bad, Simon? If I come across bad, just cut all the bits where I come across bad, but leave this bit in. So people know that I did come across bad and it's been edited out. And even if you haven't edited anything out, leave all this in, Simon. Even if you haven't edited it out, leave this bit in so they think there's stuff been edited out where I've been bad.
Yeah. Just in case. Hey, welcome to the podcast.
Hey, okay, yeah, we watch Poppy. You know what? I only know the singles from Poppy, pretty much. I was pretty blown away at the wacky stuff. It's wacky.
She's awesome, man.
Like,
She really
legitimately sick. You know what it reminds me of?
Yeah.
Maximum the Hormone.
Yeah, I mean, it's very of that ilk. Like a lot of her older stuff, especially, is super kind of just quirky and random.
Juxtaposition.
And has got, crazy juxtaposition, and that's what drew me to her music at first. It was because I just like crazy shit. So
Yeah, same.
I was into her as an artist. Like I liked the internet personality. I loved the YouTube personality stuff, and she just had a cool vibe, and I respected the art. But then, the music was awesome. It was super out there. And it
A
was
lot
really
of
cool.
odd time signatures.
Yeah.
A lot of like a main hook being, there was one in there that was like, the main hook was a bar of 7 and then a bar of 8. But the way it resolved was like technically like a bar of 15. And I'm like, this is like a pop song in 15.
Yeah, she takes it there. She absolutely like pushes the boundaries like that. The first song that I heard from her was this Concrete song. The song is called Concrete.
Yeah.
And it literally is like, starts with this crazy metal, like dueling guitar harmony, part, and then goes into like an anime theme song.
Yeah, I remember.
Straight into the most ridiculous breakdown ever.
The really slow breakdown.
Yes.
Yeah, she played it
straight
tonight.
into like a Queen part.
Yeah. That's
Straight
it. Maximum
into
the Hormone.
Yeah,
Same,
exactly.
Same shit.
And that's what drew me to her music at first. But like I said, now she has a new record that's like way more cohesive, and she's doing way more. It's still got it's got like new wave stuff on it. It's got metalcore stuff on it. It's got like Deftones stuff. It's got a bunch of different stuff. But the show was awesome. She crushed it.
was
Sounded
great.
amazing.
Well, we might as well talk about your band then. That's a perfect segue.
Cool.
How did Suffocate come about?
Suffocate came about because I think she messaged Brian and was like, "Do you want to write music?" And
So it was written with her in mind.
Yes, absolutely. I think what would happen was the record was done or pretty much done. And then she ended up hitting us up and was just like, hey, do you want to write music? And we were like, hey, do you want to be on the record maybe?
Oh, what? Like maybe hit up to write music for Poppy? Or
No. She just was, I think she was just interested in collaborating in some way.
Okay.
This was DMs between her and Brian. So I'm not exactly sure how it was, but either way, Brian called me immediately and was just like, hey, Poppy wants to do a track. She's down to be on the record. We got to write the song. And he came over the next day and we wrote the song in like 40 minutes with her in mind.
40-minute banger.
It's very quick, yeah.
All the best Stray songs were like 40 minutes.
Oh, the best songs are usually that way.
Because it's just the right answer. You just go, bum, 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 bum.
There you go.
I guess that's it.
That just makes sense. But it was cool because it gave us the opportunity to do some cool, like, sassy stuff that we wouldn't have done. I mean, we did the reggaeton breakdown.
Which obviously was a joke.
It actually wasn't.
I don't mean a joke, but I mean you definitely laughed.
Yeah, for sure. What made us laugh more than the reggaeton breakdown was the transition into the breakdown afterwards, which is like hilariously. It's just like an insanely moshy breakdown to come after that, and then like the kind of dance, like we probably wouldn't have done that without like Poppy on the beat.
Poppy on the beat.
Poppy on the beat.
You got a good little beatbox on you know.
Yeah.
Hit me with some beatbox bars.
Just don't make me beatbox. That's my
you look like you got a good beatbox on you.
No, I do. I'm a good voice memo guy. I'm really good at those.
I can get a good 808 going.
What's happening right now? What are we doing?
That was like one of those old school, like distorted ones.
That clips everything and like the deathcore.
Oh my
MySpace
god!
breakdown.
Have you heard the new? I don't even know if they've announced it. Have you heard the new Psycho Frame record?
I heard the 2 song that they put out. I haven't heard anything since.
Have I just leaked there's a Psycho Frame?
I think you did.
Right. Anyway,
I think that's exactly what happened.
Anyway, whoops. Ask to get it because the first track has like the most ridiculous, like Vader ingested kick drum.
Yeah.
And then there's an 808 which like clips the master so much that the whole track gets quiet in the most heavy way possible.
Yeah, that's the good shit though.
Yeah, it's sick.
That's how we kind of approached the mix of You Won't Go. Because You Won't Go sounds like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's sick. Who mixed
and
it?
Crazy. Drew Folk did. We wanted it to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like we wanted it to clip. We wanted it to do all these crazy things. Because my favorite records, like the mixes, my favorite like hard hitting mixes are ones that some people would say are like really bad. But it's just like we wanted to chase that feeling of just like, oh my God, it is so compressed and so insane that it's just
Bad but good though.
Yeah, which is my favorite thing.
Yeah,
Bad-
this is
bad
the
good.
third time that we mentioned it so
Yep.
far.
Bad good, it's the best.
There is a thin line though, because a lot of people just have bad, but the intention's there. You know, when there's like a real. So another example of bad but good, but I don't think it really works the way people are bringing it back, is like the Poison the Well mix. When it's like the kick drum is really triggered and not really edited.
Yeah.
And then the snare is really naturally mixed. And at the time, bad but good. Poison the Well records sound incredible. And then some bands are bringing it back now, and I'm like, I wish you just made that sound a little bit better.
Sure. What would you change about that?
It's always the snare.
Yeah.
It's always just the snare. I can handle like a really. Another example of bad but good is mix wise along the same line as the Poison the Well one, but with respectfully an infinitely better drummer. And that's, I'm going to say who it is, and then you're going to go, oh, okay, I wasn't dogging on Chris or anything, but the Link. Like the snare drum sound on the Link by Gojira is so natural.
That's an unbelievable mix.
It's so sick.
And I think a lot of that mix and Gojira in general, the reason why that mix is so good is because the guitar isn't overly distorted.
Yeah.
It's like just crunchy.
It's got that Morbid Angel crunch.
Yeah.
To it.
Gandang, gandang,
Yeah.
gandang, 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 gandang. It's like
You've
not.
had a bit of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't we all? I mean, Knock Loose's main inspos are MESHUGGAH and Gojira, probably.
we still get
music-wise.
Rage Against the Machine all the time, and it's like, my brother in Christ, you know how many Meshuggah breakdowns I've ripped off?
So
and
here's the
put in
problem.
Stray?
Here's the problem. Unfortunately, Stray at one point in their career did do Rage,
Yeah.
and you can't leave that stereotype now.
It's crazy, though.
Because he raps still.
Oh.
So because he raps still, people are going to be like, yeah, it still sounds, he raps. It still sounds like
Shit.
it.
In my head, I'm like,
So
Tom
it do-
hasn't done that in
So it
ages.
doesn't matter that he doesn't go like, da na 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 na, as long as he's going like,
I don't know if
people are going to be like, Rage. Politics, Rage.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You
Yeah.
are absolutely fucking right.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you kind of painted yourself in there. Whereas
I didn't. I joined after that, and I meticulously turned it into a Meshuggah and Gojira
I'm talking
cover
to Tom.
band.
Then you did this.
Speak him down the thing. And Drew.
You did this. But the new Stray, anyone that knows, that's a student of the game,
Yeah,
can listen to a Stray record and know that it's fucking Meshuggah breakdowns,
true.
and it's awesome,
Some of them like note for note, bro.
as it should be. Thomas, get on podcast.
Repurposing. Go on the podcast so I can admit that I stole something.
Here's what we stole. I bet he would be thrilled.
It's not even note for note. It's just
I know.
it goes
I know
through.
it's not.
It comes out in my idiot brain, and I go, I think this is note for note, and it ends up it's not. So I get the effect, and then no one even knows what it is anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing, I got a theory about the Gojira mixes because the link from Master Sirius,
Yeah.
and then I believe from Magma onwards, they mixed them themselves.
Okay.
And there's that middle golden era Gojira of the golden Gojira mix wise that everyone really wants. Again, like The Way of All Flesh is, in my opinion, the best metal mix of all time. And
It's up there.
L'Enfant Sauvage is after that or whatever. But those two, I'm fairly sure, I'm definitely sure they weren't mixed by the band. And then you listen to the later ones, it's almost like Joe got too good at mixing. Whereas like the dirty early ones, like that sounded bad, good. And then it just got good, which is fine. It's excellent. It's still good, but I still just want a little bit bad in there.
Yeah, I mean,
Make it a little bit worse.
I agree with you from a technical standpoint. Way of All Flesh and what's it called? L'Enfant Sauvage
L'Enfant Sauvage.
are like, as far as like metal mixes go, they're pretty unbeatable, but they're pretty clean in my opinion. They're on the cleaner side, whereas I think that there's something to be really enjoyed about the earlier raw mixes as well, because I really liked the guitar tone that they had on those early records, which wasn't overly distorted. It was kind of crunchy.
But that's what I mean.
I
When
liked-
they came back to mixing themselves, which
Yes.
was Magma, the guitar tone didn't come with them.
Yeah.
Because they'd learnt too much.
Yes.
Too good.
Yeah.
I still love all those. And that's another band where I love every single album.
Yeah, me too. I don't, because I mean, they might have added melody and some catchy songs and whatever, but it's like, I heard Born for One Thing when it dropped, and the breakdown.
Stole that as well.
Let me tell you, breakdown at the end of that song is fucking ridiculous.
That's crazy.
It is unbelievable. And me and the rest of the band listened to that, and we were just like, damn, man, they're really still doing that.
Still fucking got it. I could do with a new record from them, to be honest.
Yeah. You talked to Mario, and you were telling me,
Painted me that little thing down there.
let's fucking go. Shout out Mario.
Legend.
The GOAT.
Literal goat.
The actual GOAT.
Literal goat.
Yeah. Did a tour with them. The actual GOAT.
What a fucking guy.
Yeah, you were telling me, I think he said
You
at one
mentioned
point.
Knock Loose?
Yeah. I mean, you were telling me that, or maybe I heard this around the way, that he was just like, nah, next record we're slamming, bro.
Yeah. He told me, he told me off.
He was like, dude, this is like the melodic one. Next record we're
He told me in Instagram DMs when I was like, hey man, loved it, whatever. And then he was like, he replied and he was like, just wait for the next one.
Yeah.
Just back to the old school. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Not only did he tell me that to my face, I'm fucking stoked.
You know what I love about Mario and Gojira? How much they love Meshuggah.
See, I don't
and
know.
Morbid Angel.
I know the Morbid Angel because it's their whole
Dude,
fucking sound. but,
we
like,
talked to them about it. We talked to Mario. He was like, our sound Like we love Meshuggah and we love Morbid Angel, which makes perfect sense.
Oh, 100%.
And like, because Morbid Angel Formulas is like goated.
Yeah.
It's
And
amazing.
No Morbid Angel, no Gojira pick scrape, which then became metalcore pick scrape.
Yep.
But it's weird. It's kind of weird. Morbid Angel doesn't really get the praise there.
Well, Morbid Angel has all these like older records that are like properly like fast and thrashy, but that's not my favorite Morbid Angel stuff. My favorite Morbid Angel stuff is probably Formulas and like anything that sounds like Where the Slime Live. That's just groove or God of Emptiness, like the super like go.
See, I think I go from Blessed of the Sick all the way. I want to say even all the way up to Gateways. I'm into every single record, and Altars of Madness is actually like the fastest one. It's actually the one I listen to the least. Like I like the chunky Morbid Angel stuff more.
Yeah, let me tell you that artwork is awesome though.
Which one? Altars of Madness is like a fucking top 5.
It's a good ass t-shirt.
Top 5 fucking top 5 artwork. And then you know what? They got some records so bad it's good artwork wise.
Yeah.
Some insane shit.
Can I ask you what your favorite album art of all time is?
That's so tough. Can you tell me yours while I think about mine? Are we doing a number 1? Or are we doing a top 3?
I'm just gonna list.
What if you pick mine? Okay, let's do one and one in case because otherwise.
I got mine.
How many you got?
I'll just do one. I got one right now.
Go.
Death, Spiritual Healing.
Insane. Ed Repka. Yeah. Unreal.
Because it's like brutal, but also weird and like
every Death album.
Uncomfortable.
Every Death album is crazy.
Shit. Oh my, Death is so fucking awesome.
So fucking sick. Every Death artwork is crazy, and then that one is like the same artist, the same vibe, but like just out
weird.
there. Yeah, just fucking weird
and awesome.
The blue as well, like a death metal album that's blue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
it's like
real? Pretty colors, but then you look at the faces of all the people, and you're like, this is not right at all.
Yeah, that man is unwell.
Yeah,
that's a great fucking shout. I am a massive Ed Repka, but I'm also like a massive. I feel like anything I say is gonna be like late 80s, early 90s.
Just give me one that you like. You just pick one. Doesn't have to be the best.
No, it needs to be the best. I love Arise, Sepultura.
Oh, unbelievable! Wow. Yeah.
So much.
What even is that?
So much to take in. It's
What's
like
going on there?
You know what it looks like from afar? It's like on base level. If you would just look at it, you would think, oh, it's one of those little things you put in an aquarium. And then you look at it, and it's like, well, it's a monster castle, I guess.
Yeah.
Thing. That's up there. Effigy of the Forgotten, Suffocation. That's up there.
Wow, yeah.
All that dancing.
So you like stuff with a lot going on?
Only if it's like painting. I like stuff with a lot going on. There it is. That was our one.
Interesting. Let me get this out. Look at that. You didn't do this on purpose, did you?
I definitely didn't.
Hey, do you want me to do this?
Yes, go.
Hey.
Well, this is the Downbeat Knock Loose. You won't go before you're supposed to.
Oh, is it?
Well, it's sold out, bro. It's sold out on fucking day one. But this is why I love the fact that you were up for doing it, because I love death metal art, like you're talking about, with a lot going on.
Yeah.
I've never been in a band that's been allowed to do it. So one day it just came to me in an extreme fucking like want to put things I love into things I do. And I was like, what if I did a collab and I just got to do insane death metal artwork? And then it like popped, and I've done it every single time.
This is pretty cool. This is like a funny YouTube slam band, but like awesome.
Yeah.
Properly awesome.
Did you have any sign off on that? I can't even remember. I think I told you guys the plan.
Yeah. I saw it and loved it and still do. I love that. My favorite thing about it is that they're wearing the Oldham hoodies.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
And the fact it's a beagle after the story.
Yeah. The beagle is really, really cool.
So yeah.
Maybe Brian can't even look at this.
I do. Yeah. Maybe it's too triggering.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how he remembers it. Here's another one I'm going to say. And it's essentially I got two others. Wait, you give me a couple more. I like this album artwork, chat.
Marius Lewandowski, I think.
Unreal.
Yeah. His artwork is unbelievable.
Yeah. Bell Witch. Mirror Reaper is the one you're talking about.
Yes, Mirror Reaper. Yeah.
Unreal record. I used to listen to that record in the bath from beginning to end and drink a whole bottle of red wine.
That is truly unhinged behavior.
And I wouldn't get out the bath until the record had finished. It's one 40-minute long song, isn't it? It's like, however many minutes. I would drink the whole bottle of red wine in the bath as well, which is insanely
Were
dangerous.
you sad?
Oh, so sad.
Okay. I was like, okay, were you in like
losing it? Shit.
Were you in like a sad part of your life where you were just like, dude, and I loved it?
No, bro, the saddest.
Can I tell you the Knock Loose story of that record? Excuse me, listen to that.
Go ahead.
We found it pretty close to when we started writing You Won't Go. And our first writing session was in Joshua Tree in the desert.
Sick.
And we would write all day, and then at night it finally got like cold enough for us to like hang out outside in the like in a hot tub or whatever. So we would just literally put it on a Bluetooth speaker and just count how many shooting stars we saw over the course of 40 minutes. Said nothing, but like as a group we would just look.
Were you
listen.
sad? I guess with the boys is less
Here's
sad.
the thing, I was not. I was like existential. I was fucking loving it.
Artwork's sick. I'm a massive fan. There's a guy that did all of the like early to mid 2000s slam bands, and he's a Japanese guy. I think his name's Toshi Eganawa. I think I might be butchering that. He did that second Annotations of an Autopsy album. The one.
Ooh, yeah,
and
I know what you're talking about.
He did the Ingested one with the monster, which incredibly sexually violent one. With like which is actually what I referenced for that.
For that?
Yeah.
I can see that.
I was like, I want it to look like that Ingested record.
And for a modern pick, the Candy artwork is so good.
We spoke about Candy, haven't we? Just on Instagram
It's amazing.
DM.
It's
Love that
amazing.
band.
I message members of Candy all the time. We did a tour with them a while back. I message members of Candy, and I was just like, hey, I don't think you guys even know what you did with this.
I don't think they know how good they are.
They don't.
I don't know any of the guys, but like when we've been putting a tour together, especially Europe where people fucking care about us, thank you. And I'm always like a Candy, like a band like that. And everyone's always just like, no, they just say no to everything.
I mean, they probably do. I don't even think that they might not even be a part-time band. They might just do it whenever they want.
Why? You're so good.
I don't know, but let me tell you, man, those albums rock.
The fucking artwork's insane.
Yeah, and the artwork's amazing.
The artwork's like shades of like old Slayer artwork to me, in terms of like
I can see it.
looking painted.
I
I'm
can
a
see
big
it.
fan for things being, or at least digitally painted. I can't wait to do more of those now you said that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of. I just love death metal artwork. Huge fan of.
I just love death metal.
Same.
I love it.
Do you want to talk about death metal?
What else is on the docket? What's other things? What do we go to now?
There's a perfect segue. I have it all planned.
Cool.
What was it like to lose to Gojira at the Grammys?
Unbelievably awesome.
I want to go down the Grammy road, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, of course.
Other than the fits, we're going to get into the fits.
Yeah.
I want to get into the Isaac Hale fit bank.
Yeah.
But like, obviously, was that first time at the Grammys?
Yeah. My first time at the Grammys.
First time nominated?
First time nominated, yeah.
And it's cool because you did lose to Gojira, but Gojira used to be the band that was nominated and then lost to the legacy bands.
I mean, I tweeted it and put it on Instagram. A win for Gojira is a win for absolutely everybody.
Oh, absolutely it is.
Because Gojira is the band that we rip off. It's the band that you rip off.
That means you're next, though.
I mean, I hope so, but if not, totally fine with me. Gojira winning was we were all rooting for him. We were hoping. It's actually so amazing that they won, because anyone that gets nominated for, I feel like I'm not going to speak for anyone, but I feel like anyone that gets nominated for a Grammy, that's as young as our band is, knows ahead of time that they're not winning. It's just part of it. You're not going to win. The Grammy board is filled with like older dudes that they're going to give it to.
Don't piss them off.
Yeah, I'm not mad at their choice.
No.
You know, I'm not mad at their choice.
Yeah, but it was loaded. What you said was loaded.
No, I'm not mad at their choice at all. I'm not mad at their choice.
I'm not mad at that, but they have a history of it always being like
Sure.
an old band that
Sure.
are not good.
But that's what I'm saying is like Gojira winning is such a cool landmark. You know, that's a band that's been putting in their dues for so long. So getting that recognition, that's amazing. There's no more deserving band. And like, dude, them playing the fucking
The Olympics.
yeah, in a song that's like heavy.
It really like reiterates though that France has like fucking 5 bands.
Yes.
France needs more bands.
Yeah.
There's a cool thing in like French metalcore, although it's cool to the point that it's cool, but some of the French bands get annoyed that Gojira aren't bringing out more French bands with them because there's this like French loyalty where we only have so many bands, like put us on.
Yeah.
But like in metalcore in France, like everyone just fucking rides for each other and it's kind of sick.
That's cool. That's awesome.
They just need more of them.
Yeah, we toured with a French beatdown band called Headbussa on the Deaf Heaven tour.
That band's fucking
and
sick.
they were amazing.
Did you
So
ever
good.
hear the French band called Happy Face?
No.
Bro, I need to play you Happy Face right now. I don't even know if it's on Spotify. Wait till you hear this fucking snare drum. To the point where I know that I can put this on the podcast because I'm sure it's not on Spotify.
Okay.
You are going to fuck with this band. The album is called Le Tigre, but I'm pretty sure it's not on Spotify.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear
It's
this.
not. I've got to go to YouTube for it, which means we can slide a little clip in. Look at the face. How sick.
I don't think I want to listen to anymore. I think I want to. This is so good that I think I need to save this.
Bro, it's
for,
not
like my car.
It's not even on Spotify.
I mean, the best music isn't.
I don't know what happened to them.
This is amazing music.
It's fucking incredible.
That's awesome.
I have
I'm
no idea.
being serious.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's amazing.
I have no idea what happened to them. I have no idea if there's like they went on to do different things. I loved that fucking
I
record.
bet Headbussa would know.
Oh, 100%.
I bet Head would. I'm gonna message them about it.
Do it now.
You think so? Okay.
Oh, it's definitely like fucking 6 a.m. there. Because it's like, that's bad, good. Because it's like,
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's just good.
no, but production-wise, on paper, take that snare as a sample, not good.
Do you think that is a not good snare?
I mean, like, technically speaking. I mean, like, as in, if you looked at the waveform and you compared it to the Black Album by Metallica, like, high fidelity-wise, technically bad. I'm not saying it is bad as in
Sure.
inferior.
Sure.
I'm
No,
saying
I get you.
Yeah, it's not like a fucking Tommy Lee snare. It's not Bob Rock snare.
Yeah.
One Bob Rock snare, actually.
Yeah.
But, like, it's not like a hair metal. It's...
Yeah.
But I think it's good.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
But on paper, if you were like...
I'm excited to listen to it with headphones and analyze it.
I have it on CD. It's like
You bought a CD?
one of few... No, because I had it back in the day.
You burnt it.
I had it back in the day on CD.
You have like the CD.
Yeah, I have the record.
That's insane.
Yeah, I know. And it's
Where
like,
did you get it?
at the time when it came out. But like...
Wait, this was like a big band?
No, but I've been into metal my whole life. So it's like 2005. They had a record out.
I literally forgot that you are a person who used to live across the ocean.
What do you mean?
Like, I was like, it would make more sense that a French band would be closer to
Oh,
you.
right. Yeah. Okay,
I was
okay.
in Nashville, they just have.
Oh, I've been here my whole fucking life. The Happy Face CD.
record.
No, but do you know what it was? Actually, at the time, I worked at a music distributor that did like Nuclear Blast and like Prosthetic and
That
a
makes
bunch of like the
sense.
smaller labels. I think they might have been on Prosthetic. I can't remember.
Okay, that would make sense for like the video and everything looks like.
And I like put it on. We would do a thing in the warehouse. I just worked in the warehouse. We would just find a record that looked like it's gonna be insane. But we did everyone, like all the death metal labels and stuff. We find a record that looks like it's gonna be insane. It came in and we put it on, and it would be sick or not sick. And that was when it came in. It was like a band called Happy
I mean, that's the
Face.
best way to find the music.
The font for the Happy Face logo is Headbussa must know him. The font is like graffiti.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it just says Happy Face.
Yeah,
Popped it on.
I'm gonna get the lowdown.
This is such good press for a band that doesn't exist.
I know. Did we hit all the Grammy points?
Wait. No, we didn't. But Happy Face.
We started here.
I want Happy Face to win a Grammy. I think
they have my vote.
Our band should sound like Happy Face.
Yeah, let's do it.
You know what Happy Face kind of sounds like? Now I'm listening to it.
What?
Early Animosity.
Yeah. That absolutely checks out.
Can we do that?
Yeah, we can. We can. You know what's crazy? Animosity, because they're so, for whatever reason, Animosity, like even in the hardcore scene, like the hardcore scene gets a pass for being like fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like all those dudes in the West Coast hardcore stuff.
Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because the production's kind of shitty?
No, I think it's because that's what those dudes grew up. They were playing the shows.
The fucking tempo changes in Animosity.
Like you could probably talk to Colin Young about Animosity.
It's funny because like Animosity merch at the time, not cool.
Now an Animosity shirt, you're like, damn.
A gold foil Animosity.
Damn.
Gold foil Animosity hoodie with the hood print.
I'll fuck up gold foil anything, man.
I keep saying this to everyone, but no one's brought it back yet. I've been saying it for like fucking 5 years. Like, who's bringing back a gold foil hoodie?
Just wait.
Oh, is it coming? What about the green foil? That Monster Energy joint. Have you already got this fucking plan?
That disfiguring the goddess.
Yeah. Annotations of an autopsy. Fucking
all the good shit.
Welcome to Sludge City. Speaking of CDs, we'll get back to the Grammys in a minute.
Yeah.
Speaking of CDs, I have a few CDs that I kept because I had a huge CD collection and I just sold it all because I was like, I'm moving houses and stuff. I can't be bothered to take everything with me. But there's a thing in the UK where it's just like you scan the barcode, it tells you how much it's worth.
Okay.
And like my most expensive CD that I had.
Tell me.
I think I had two. One of them was Pretty Hate Machine when it came out.
Yeah.
So like a first pressing sounds crazy to say for a CD, but like
no, that makes sense.
And then number two was Welcome to Sludge City EP. Was like my number two most. It was like £300.
That's a UK staple right there.
£300.
Yeah,
for that CD. Because
I believe it. I absolutely believe it. Were those real drums?
They were recorded. The Gravity Blasts. I remember the OG drummer. His name was Dan. The Gravity Blasts were recorded. You know it. Was recorded with two hands, the Gravity Blast, and then they just put their hands over the right.
That's cool.
Right hand over the top. Is it?
Yeah.
He couldn't play it.
That's who gives a fuck.
I do.
Nah, I don't care.
Really? You don't care?
I mean, like,
if you can't play it live, you don't care.
No, I mean, okay. I don't think. Here's a take.
Yeah.
Here's a drum take.
Hot take.
Drum take. I have not seen a drummer gravity blast where it like actually sounds good.
Despised Icon. You ever seen Despised Icon live?
Yes.
You're saying it doesn't sound good?
I'm saying like the record.
Yeah.
No. Gravity blasting will not sound like it does on the record.
Where did you watch Despised Icon from?
I've watched them from. First of all, I've only seen them since they came back.
Okay, so
I never saw old Despised Icon. I never saw what's his name, Alex Grind.
Alex Grind.
Yeah,
Sure,
I mean,
that's the second name.
Whoa,
French.
Clear,
Another one for the Grammys.
There you go.
Exclusively French
clearly an
podcast.
insane drummer. I used to watch his drum videos of his old. The video of him getting mad and his.
That's a classic.
One of the best drum videos
That's
of all
a
time.
fucking classic.
Just shredding it, getting mad, and just chucking the shit.
Like recorded on a fucking Game Boy Color.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, the way he plays drums is crazy because he's like all arm. Yeah. He looks like he's about to die.
We toured with them. My old death metal band.
Yeah.
And out front, his Gravity Blasts did sound, I don't know, maybe he's got worse or whatever, but I noticed, because it's the same sound guy that does Beneath the Massacre, French guy. This is the French MESHUGGAH podcast. The sound guy rides the snare
Maybe
channel.
people just aren't doing that enough.
I think that's what it is.
Maybe people aren't doing that enough.
People aren't
And
good.
let me elaborate. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, sorry, I
either.
didn't give you the take. I just cut in. Go.
Yeah, no. Excuse me. No, that was my take. Was that they never sound like they do on the record,
Which
and
is true.
also I'm not a stickler about that at all. I don't need it to sound like.
Yeah, but where do you draw the line on drum videos? Because I fucking do. A drum video where it's like 127 velocity.
You know what? I'm gonna take it here. I miss the Natty or Not videos. I miss them all the time.
Thank you.
And sometimes I'll go back and watch them because they're so entertaining.
Thank you so much. However, there's multifaceted things. I did do another one recently to smoke that guy. The Merlin guy.
Yeah.
He's trying to sue me. He sent me an email saying he's trying to sue me.
Cool.
But like, you got caught, bro. You literally got caught.
Yes, I don't believe in those videos. And here's the thing: it used to be just drum videos, and now all guitar videos are
Or
fake.
every guitar has a crazy thing.
And I don't know. I mean, to me, just tell people. Just tell people it's fake if it's fake.
Yeah, or like,
Because I like some of the fake guitar stuff that people are doing when it's like don.
the fucking what's the guy called Crunchy McNuggets or whatever.
I mean, there's a million people.
Who's
that
the
do
guy?
that.
The fucking
I don't know.
Baja Blast. What's his fucking name? Berry.
You've said Crunchy Munchy and Baja Blast.
What's his fucking name? Crunchy McMunchy. It's like something insane.
All right.
No, you must know. It's the guy that you were talking about with the.
There are so many people that do that.
Name me some, and we'll figure out which
I
one
don't
is
know
Mr.
their
McPeanut.
names. All I know is Don.
I'm gonna type in crazy guitar guy.
All right.
And we'll see if
Yeah.
Dr. McNugget comes up. I can't remember what his name is. Crazy guitar shred guy kid. Buried Alive.
That is
But
Scott Vogel's.
No, not Buried Alive the band. Not Buried Alive the band. Buried, but it's spelt like buried.
Okay, I think I've seen it. Yes.
Which is why I thought, what did I say the first one? I can't remember the
you
list of
said
names.
Crunchy Munchy.
Crunchy Munchy.
Which is just insane.
Blast.
Crunchy Munchy Baja Blast.
Buried Alive, it was called. Anyway, the reason Natty or Not went away was actually because I won. People stopped doing it because they were terrified.
People aren't doing drums.
When was the last time, other than that one guy, when was the last time you saw someone blatantly faking a drum video? Like something that's impossible to do. I'm sure there's ones that are fake, but it's like...
I'm going to be real. I think I probably just watched drum videos that you roasted, and that was probably where I got my content from.
Thanks.
But that being said, maybe guitar has replaced drums in that way, and now people are starting to turn on those guys.
Someone did a video the other day about something. There's a guy that calls himself, I'm not going to get this name right, obviously, but like Shred Lord or something.
Crunchy Munchy
Shred Lord. And someone like picked it apart like the way I did.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't... You want to do fake stuff? That's awesome. Dude, I do fake stuff all the time. When I'm demoing...
Yeah, that's demoing though. You're not trying to make yourself look inhuman.
No, that's what I'm saying is that like I'll put out that song where I do that, but you think I'm not telling people that I can't play that?
I stopped. I let a bunch slide. What happened was I did a bunch, and then people stopped doing it so much.
Uh-huh.
And then there was a double-edged sword effect where people were just giving me so much hate for being a hater. And it was like, no, I'm just pointing out in a funny way that this guy is cheating. And then so I stopped for a while because there was less going around, and I sort of didn't want to be... People knew me as like the mean guy on YouTube, which I didn't want to be. And then I came back when that one guy, I was waiting for him to slip up because I was like, your videos are so fake. And then he's selling drum courses, and there was a bunch of stories online where kids were paying him for lessons or like Skype lessons or whatever, and he either wasn't turning up or he would take the money and just do and all that stuff. And
that's not cool.
He's getting people to come to these drum camps to learn how to do something that cannot physically exist. And I was like, nah, this has gone too far.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I must come. And I'll come back if there's another like absolute dog shit person.
I think people just like watching you react to drum videos.
Yeah, the reacting was...
Yeah, and we all know. See, I
What's your view on reacting?
we're still not talking about the Grammys.
But it doesn't matter. They don't care. We'll talk about the Grammys.
Yeah. Well, no. My point is that people shit on music reactors all the time, and it absolutely is burnt. But at the same time, like seeing a dude that's cool, that's good at what he does,
Thanks.
seeing another guy good at what he does, and you being like, that guy's really good, is entertaining.
Thank you. But
It just is.
I think the reason that actually means a lot, but I think the reason it is burnt out, and also the reason why I feel like I can't do it, is because it's just unanimously positive now. Mm-hmm. And it's always like, oh my God, you know exactly what it's like. Oh, I can't believe he did that.
Well, that's how the algorithm is now. It has to be like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Wait. Do that again, because it will be the thumbnail for this.
This is the craziest, like, I can't believe,
Watch this get the most amount of views ever because of that thumbnail.
Yeah, this is the craziest video I've ever seen. This is the best
Which annoys me
I've ever seen.
Which annoys me when it's fake. Anyway, the Grammys.
Yeah, what's going on? What about them?
Okay, talk me through your fit for the Grammys. And Simon, I want a photo of this fucking fit. Mm-hmm. What did you wear?
Oh, I wore a Rick Owens sort of jumpsuit, a mesh jumpsuit. That it was originally way longer than that. I had to get it hemmed up last minute by this dude named August. Shout out August. And yeah, it was just a cool little statement piece because I wanted to, obviously you want to dress up and stuff, but I wanted to kind of make it a cool little moment that maybe other people wouldn't traditionally do.
You did exactly what I would dream of doing. In my head, anytime I would ever get to something like the Grammys, I would wear something insane and Rick Owens.
I mean, recently in the past couple of years, I've been able to kind of define my personal style and also bring it on stage way more. The guys have been really, really cool about me being able to kind of bring that stuff to the KL stage. And
was there a point when you got into essentially high fashion?
So I've been into it for a very long time. I've been into it for 10 years, but I didn't think, well, of course at one point you can't afford it, but it's also
you can't play it you can't wear it in a 300 cap room.
Sure.
It's not going to smell right.
It's not even that. It's cause I'll mosh I'll pit at Spinelli's in a fucking $1,000 pants or whatever.
I mean on stage. People would be talking shit about Knock Loose if you wore Rick Owens back in the day when you were coming up.
Sure. Yes. Yeah. Not saying they wouldn't, but that being said, it's not only could I not afford it, but also there was this whole thing where I didn't think I was cool enough to wear that stuff, even though that is what I wanted to wear. So growing up, it's I would have all these books of brands like CDG and Junya Watanabe and all these dudes that I really, really fuck with, or Rick Owens or whatever. And I really, really love the clothes. But I was like, oh, that's so that could never be me.
Yeah.
And then eventually I started embracing. I was like, oh, maybe that can be me. And I started buying pieces and stuff. And it's been nice to be able to embrace that on stage and at the Grammys. It was really, really cool.
I feel like I live vicariously through you for that. Because I feel like I'm the same. I have a bunch of pieces, and I am a massive admirer of it.
Yeah.
But I'm never at an event where I can really put that shit on. So when I see you doing it, I'm like, oh, well, I turn to Madison. I'm like, look how fucking good Isaac looks. And then I share it to my story. I share it to my story, and then I'm like, I got to share the rest of the guys' photos as well. But it's always because I'm just look at fucking Isaac. And then I look at everyone else. I'm like, look at fucking everyone. I got to get them all on my story.
I will say everyone in the squad did look fantastic.
You looked so fucking good.
And I didn't even know that it was going to end up looking that great and cohesive. But it was dude, the whole group and everyone in our party. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the pictures of all the families and all that. Wives. Everyone looked fantastic. It couldn't have been better. But that, to your point though, it has been crazy to kind of start dressing like that, in front of your boys and stuff. I remember the first time I went to my friend's house, just a bunch of friends that I met in the hardcore scene. And I wore a skirt there.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And they were like, "Damn, you're wearing skirts now." And I was kind of like, yeah, I just kind of do this now.
It's so sick.
Hope that's okay. And they were like, yeah, I mean, whatever.
Fuck
And
yeah.
that was it.
I respect it. Did anyone? Okay, was it gifted? Did you pay for it out of your
Rick?
own pocket? Yeah.
Oh, no, not gifted.
Anyone hit you up?
No. Rick, I'm not I would never be hit up about Rick Owens because I'm not the body type of a traditional Rick Owens model. Because their traditional Rick Owens model is like
95 foot.
yeah,
tall.
6'7", looks like a vampire.
Yeah. Such hot dudes.
Very hot.
The hottest fucking
Very
dudes.
hot. Yeah.
So no one hit you up. So was that for GQ actually? Was there GQ photos?
GQ
or-
was just someone that was there.
Have you been hit up about anything else after that for like any modeling shit?
Yeah, some stuff that I can't talk about, but I would love to be able to get into that because I don't think I'm terrible at being photographed. Whereas like everyone else in my band, like pretty. No, I'm not going to say despises being photographed, but a couple do. We're not very good at We're not very good at photo shoots.
I despise it, but I sell so much more of my own brand when it's me in it.
And you know that.
So I have to do it. I fucking hate it so
Yeah.
much. Because I've only got so many looks. I feel like fucking Zoolander.
But
I
you
got
don't
like Magnum.
That's fine though, because it's like you're selling all the same shit. You don't have to look. You can have a couple different things.
I feel like people are laughing at me.
I think that it's all just about with modeling and stuff like that. It's just all kind of about accepting it and just kind of working it, and don't think about it in your head like, oh, this is so fucking. Like as soon as you start going like, this is so lame, it's like that's when
that's why.
that's when it gets real. Instead, if you just like do the photos and just like do your poses or whatever, and then just like don't think about it and be like, yep, gonna sell a fuck ton of this because I'm taking a picture in it.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
I mean that does happen, but
Hey, you look great.
Thanks, man. You look great.
You look great.
Tell my girlfriend how good you look. Sit in bed and I'm like, look how good my fucking boy looks. I always comment.
I appreciate it.
I always post it to my story. I fucking love it. We need more of it. We need more people like just even it doesn't have to be like fucking high fashion, but like people just embracing like different fashion.
Sure.
In heavy music is fucking awesome to see.
Sure, yeah. I don't even know. It wasn't like a specific. Knockland started taking stage outfits more seriously when we got offered Coachella because it's a meme, right? It's like gotta look cool at Coachella,
Yeah.
right? And so
Brian had the pink hair.
yeah,
Oh,
Brian
he
had
looked
pink
so
hair.
good.
We had all this thing. He had this kind of like cherry bottoms and tops that he got, and he looked fantastic. And we all kind of like. We were like, oh, what if we like kind of dressed up, like kind of did our own thing for this? And then we just took it seriously since then. Just because also there's more, like I said, there's a bit more of a show now to the KL show. So we want to take everything seriously now.
Because you had just the overalls for a while.
I did overalls first, yeah.
That was its own sick look.
Yeah, that was a moment, which is funny because there's so many people that Andy Williams.
Andy Williams is, I think, the godfather.
He's
of
the godfather.
overalls
And let
on
me tell you,
stage.
that man is way larger than me.
He's a big dude. He is a big fucking dude.
I'm just like some skinny little twink.
How sick, I was talking about Andy Williams this morning, wasn't I? How sick is it that he's like a real wrestler now?
Yeah, he's not fucking around.
He's
bro.
like an on TV wrestler.
Yeah, he really went and did that shit.
So sick.
It's awesome. And he also riffs so hard.
He riffs so fucking hard.
So hard.
Have you got any aspirations of making your own clothes?
No.
Why?
Because I'm not very gifted in that way. I don't really see things in my brain like that.
Yeah, but you know how Rick started?
What?
He started counterfeiting another company.
Yeah, for sure.
So why don't you counterfeit Rick?
My brain doesn't work in visuals like that. At least not as far as clothing goes.
You
my
got audio brain.
Yes.
You do.
Because I don't have math brain either. It's all like I'm not very good at drawing. I'm not very good at any of this. Like I'm complete audio brain.
Audio brain. I've got pretty good math brain.
I'm jealous.
I've got pretty bad audio brain other than drums. I can do rhythm. That's it.
Well, okay, you being a good drummer, math brain does
math brain. Yeah.
that makes sense.
Count that shit up.
Yeah. When I was playing drums a lot, it was still completely audio. It wasn't based in any sort of math.
How many bands are you in? Such a strange fucking noise. Including our one.
Hold on.
Also,
Including ours?
Let's name ours right now as well. Oh my god, how long do you reckon we've been talking for? Don't look. You fucking.
I actually didn't say. I'm going to guess an hour and 40 minutes.
No, an hour 26.
That's awesome. I can't wait to talk for another hour.
You get at least an hour.
Knock Loose, Two Witnesses, Inclination, Weapon X, Couldn't Be Me.
These are your two new ones.
Yeah, Everybody Dies. Couldn't Be Me and Everybody Dies are the two new ones. I think that's it right now, but I'm working on more.
Everybody dies and couldn't be me. Is this part of your like 9 to 5 write music?
Yeah.
Day? Did you do all the instruments, or is it a real band?
Couldn't Be Me is just me wanting to be in a Boston hardcore band that sounds like Stop and Think and like all those like punk hardcore from Boston.
Really funny being called Couldn't Be Me. I get it. It's a straight edge band, right?
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
No, it's not.
I mean, it's you.
But the last song on the record is a straight edge song.
Okay,
and
yeah.
It's
Okay, got it. But it's funny because that's the one that's all you, and it's called Couldn't Be Me.
Yeah, which is very funny. Didn't think about that.
You didn't think about that?
No. But that was a very easy, just like fuck it. I want to like it was a riff that I'd had for 5 years, and I randomly was just like, I'm just gonna write this demo, and I wrote it in a day, and then recorded it in a day, and it was done. I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna do this. And then Everybody Dies is the brainchild of me and two members of You're the Knife, Andy and Aaron. They're twins. They are fucking unbelievable. Andy is one of the most unbelievable drummers in the hardcore scene. And we share a love of 6 Feet Under. 6 Feet Under is like one of my favorite bands. I think they have like many amazing records, and it's really cool, just like kind of groove based death metal that's not really interested in blasting. It's very interested in just like heavy shit, vocals included. 6 Feet Under has like 7 or 8 albums that I will listen to all the way through and like. Yeah.
Are you with Cannibal Corpse then? Are you a Chris Barnes or are you a Corpse Grinder?
I think I prefer Corpse Grinder.
Yeah, same.
I think a lot of people do. I mean, it's
However,
hard.
musically,
It's hard because like something like The Bleeding Dude. Oh my God. It's so good. But then like, I don't know, man. Like,
I want them to re-record those first records with Corpse Grinder.
in like A standard or whatever they're tuned to now.
Yeah,
Like their hardest tracks are in the past 10 years.
the last record is incredible.
Yeah, they don't have a bad one.
When Eric, they're another band that doesn't have a bad one. When Eric Rutan joined,
Yeah.
it was just like, oh my God, this is like a band of old dudes that is now like back to being young.
Yeah, and here's the thing: they also stopped. I think probably because they're. I don't know if this is the case, but they, you know, when Evisceration Plague came out and the title track came out, and that became a staple of the set, and they were like, man, people really like this slow, groovy song. You know, I think that maybe with them getting older and stuff, they were like, hey, maybe we don't want to play like 1,000,000 miles an hour the entire time.
Yeah.
Because it's hard and it sucks. You know?
It's harder to sound good as well when you're like, they are using
And maybe it's not
drums.
that, but either way, they have kind of developed where it's like on every record, there's like 2 or 3 tracks that are just these groove-based, just mosh parts the whole time, and it's unbelievable. Like a song like Scourge of Iron is one of the heaviest things anyone's ever heard ever.
I feel like Cannibal Corpse never really gets mentioned enough, especially in like the new people, like new kids getting into death metal. I feel like skip over Cannibal Corpse quite a lot. You know,
Really?
You know the other one that skip over even more than Cannibal Corpse? Because there are bands that do like Cannibal Corpse worship in a new way, like Undeath and shit like that.
Sure.
But like, you know who never gets it?
Who?
And I'm waiting for everyone to realize they are as cool as they fucking are. Nile.
Yeah, here's why.
The Egypt thing.
Yeah. There we go. We can move on. Well, here's the thing. When a band is doing something as specific as Nile is doing,
Yeah.
it definitely feels like, yeah, they got it. You know, like
You could do a Greek version. Septic Flesh actually kind of is a Greek Nile.
Yeah, I think Nile is just a really good version of that, and I think that's such a niche thing that people are just like, yeah, I don't need to do that. Nile does it.
But I never see someone in like a Nile shirt. Even like someone who's
I
pretending
think
to
it's
like
because
death
it's
metal.
too funny. I think a lot of people think it's too silly.
Oh, I love it
But
so
the riffs
much.
are there, man. It's great music.
Unreal.
Nile is
One of my
awesome.
favorite like breakdowns ever is the first track on Those Whom the Gods Detest.
Yeah.
Song's called Kathir. And it breaks down and it has the Islamic call to prayer over the, the thing that the mosques play when it's time to prayer, over this slam breakdown.
Yeah.
Then it stops and Carl Sanders, a white man, says Allah Akbar like this. Allah Akbar. And then it kicks back in. Insane.
That's hard as fuck.
Who's doing that?
You know what's also hard as fuck? Them having song names that are like
the longest.
eating crickets during the
Let's see if I can
the
remember
drought of the well in the pyramid of the sky demon.
I think that's too short. Let me see if I can remember one off the top of my head. Papyrus containing the scroll to protect he who is in the water. I'm pretty sure that's right.
There's longer than that. There's some that are longer than that.
Oh, yeah, shit. No, it is longer. I got it wrong.
Yeah. I had a feeling.
It's way longer. I must have said,
I knew it.
I must have said what's on the set list.
Yeah, like we have a song called Trapped in the Grasp of a Memory, and we call it Trapped. So
Yeah.
when they have this,
It's shortened. It's still like this fucking
still
long.
like,
Okay, the one I was talking about is papyrus containing the spell to preserve its possessor against the attacks from he who is in the water. That's it.
yeah.
And then, so they just call it papyrus containing the spell to protect those in the water.
Okay.
Chapter for not being hung upside down on a stake in the underworld and made to eat feces by the 4 apes.
See, that one's dope because that one that's a lot of information.
So much. It's a whole story.
The first one is basically just like, yeah, it's a scroll.
Scroll. It's a scroll.
It's just a scroll. It's just a long way of being like, that's a
it's
piece
just-
of paper.
It could be just because, yeah. Oh, no, wait. On the set list, it just says spell scroll.
Yes.
You guys want to play spell scroll tonight?
Yeah. Magic.
Chapter for not being hung upside down on a stake in the underworld and made to eat feces by
Wait.
the 4 apes.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. Say that one more time.
Yeah, I know exactly
Hold
what
on.
word you are going to emphasize. Chapter for not. So it doesn't even have to exist.
No, guys, we're not doing that.
This is the chapter for not being hung upside down on a
Everyone in the
stake in the
crowd's
underworld
like,
and made to eat feces by the 4 apes.
oh, okay.
Shortly followed by the chapter 4
4.
being hung
That's the
upside down
next
on a
record.
stake in the underworld by the 4 apes. They must have really... Yeah, anyway, I love now. Big long songs, big long titles. They do have some crazy fucking... Hung upside down and made to eat... Not is the funniest fucking
That
thing
is so funny. They just demeaned the whole. They could have. It basically what that means is that song name does not need to exist.
No, it doesn't.
It demeans the entire song.
It's... Okay, guys. It's not the chapter.
Hey guys, you know this thing? Not that one.
Not that. I'll write it.
What's
but it's
funny?
not
You know
that.
what's even funnier is if they never tell you what it is. They just tell you that it's not.
Just tell you it's not the fucking thing. I need to listen to that song. Anyway, your band, Grammys, where were we?
Yeah, we were talking about my band. We were talking about
You were talking about the
Grammys.
fits at the
Talked about
Grammys.
fits, yeah.
Got good shoes on.
Thank you, sir.
You like a real shoe. Like a real... You got... Who shines your shoes?
Who shines my shoes?
You shine them or you go to a place?
I've
go to a
never
guy?
shined a shoe.
You never... You got shiny fucking shoes on.
Do I? So what I like to do is buy shoes that don't get not shiny.
You're like a sneaker.
No, because those get fucked up.
Yeah, it's...
Well, also my new thing. I mean, I wear a lot of black now.
I see.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to keep a black shoe looking nice. It is not easy to keep a white shoe looking nice.
You ever step into the Rick Boots world?
Yeah, I wore them at the Grammys. They're awesome.
Yeah.
They were way more comfy than I thought they were going to be. I thought that they were going to destroy my feet. and they're large, but they're not uncomfy.
I always
honest.
find, like, I mean, I did it as a bit, but I played a show in the Mischief Big Red Boots, and they were really comfy.
I bet they weren't. I mean, they look like balloons.
I like put them on. I was just wearing camo. Like I had some nice denim on. I had a nice Palace camo jacket on. But then I put those boots on, and everyone was like laughing. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, "This is fucking hard."
These, yeah,
It's fucking hard. Then they released them in black, and I was like, genuinely like, "Could
This is it. Yeah,
could?"
I think you should have.
In Nashville, though, I reckon I get killed.
No, Nashville's turned into Nashville.
Nashville
now is
I'm in East Nashville.
L.A. Junior.
There'd be a parade for me in East.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he looks different.
He's got the big red boots on. Hell yeah.
He's alt.
diversity.
Yeah, he's alt.
You got any tattoos?
Not one.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Never cared.
Never cared, never going to do it?
Never cared. Well, yeah, I don't think I.
Yeah, if you did it now, it'd be weird.
You want to know something super? Here's another take I have, and this is unfortunate.
Okay.
But first of all, I enjoy not having tattoos. Like I'm not insecure about not having them. But also, I think if you get one tattoo, I think it looks stupid.
You need 10 minimum.
So if I was to start now and get one here,
No, I'm going to flip that on its head. In high fashion, that would actually be kind of sick if you just have one and it was shit.
no, I think that high fashion still likes a lot of them, but I think they like a lot of shitty ones.
It's really bad.
It's
Like,
got to
the
say
bad ones.
like coward or like,
You have the little one there that's just
Yeah.
a bold font or whatever.
and I kind of like some of the like shitty fine line stuff. Like I feel like
course you do.
there's an alternate reality where I have like greed or
was gonna
something on my face.
One face banger.
Yeah, I don't know.
One
I feel like it
face
exists.
banger would be
I actually-
kind of sick.
I think my alternate reality, I probably just have a bunch of piercings. Like I'm full new metal, like Cold Chamber
Why don't
style.
you get a bunch of we got a pierced head over there.
Love piercing.
Love
Are
the
you a
piercing.
pierced head or a piercer?
Pierce.
What do you mean? I made
don't-
pierce
I
pierced
pierce
head up.
myself.
Do you pierce yourself?
I don't
That
usually,
counts.
but I have.
It counts.
I was going to pierce you the other day. You didn't want it. I had a needle in my hand, ready to go.
I love the way piercings look a lot. Like I love the way eyebrow piercings and stuff like that
You
look
could
a
rock
lot.
a piercing.
I do think I could. But unfortunately, the possible negative outcome is just so negative that I don't want it. Like
What do you mean?
tugging.
Oh yeah.
I have nightmares about like
Me too.
having a piercing and then getting it tugged on. Because I'm like, what happens? Does it just rip out your entire face?
I mean, the worst one to tug on is also one of the coolest ones you could do. Just get both your nips done.
No. You know who does talk about doing that?
Who?
Paxson.
Wow. Paxson with nipple piercings. Kind of a look.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But like stretched gold.
Yeah, I
Like
can
a
see that.
fucking cow's nose.
He's a tattoo guy now.
Is
too.
he?
Yeah, he's got like a covered leg. He's getting there.
He's getting there. Yeah, I feel like a lot of
getting
people
there.
come in late.
Dude, Paxson is looking good recently. Like we bought him some new pants. He's in his
Treated the drummer to new pants.
he's starting to enter his like style era.
I've seen him wearing some shit.
Yeah, he's starting to enter his style era. We did a photo shoot the other day. He looked damn good the entire time.
Whole band's looking good.
I agree. I don't think the band has ever looked better than it does right now.
Kevin shaved his head.
Kevin shaved his head.
That
And he
was-
loves it.
Yeah, that was big.
Yeah.
He looks
Huge.
good for it.
Yeah, and he looks amazing. And so do I.
I know it sucks. I love like fashion and the guy's looking good.
Yeah, I don't think that sucks at all.
I feel like it.
It's
it can be
definitely not.
misconstrued as people being like, "Why do you care about that?" But it's like because literally for eons, heavy musicians have not looked good. So it's like sick to see people.
Well,
like,
you know what's funny? Nowadays, people will look at those guys that didn't look good and be like, "God, I wish I looked like them."
Yeah,
God,
to be
they
fair,
look so fucking
I
cool.
said that the minute I said it out loud when I was like, actually, like the Metallica look of like a t-shirt that's far too small and long hair and a fucking tennis headband and skinny jeans and Jordans is like so sick.
God, it's awesome.
I've back myself into a corner now though because I got big. I got relatively big for my body size. Now this is shit I can't wear. In the same way that you're like talking about the Rick model thing. It's just like there's some things I wish I could wear and I put them on and I'm like, I just look insane.
See, that's where I'm at. Is that and you look amazing.
Thanks, bro. So do you.
But I have very little like testosterone in my body. Like I don't.
You know that for a fact? Is that on
No.
the blood test? Because you got a beard, bro.
Sure. What I'm referencing is that I don't crave the bulky, lifty look at all. You know, like I kind of like looking like a twink, and I prefer that.
You can get away with more fashion-wise if you look more twinky.
Sure. Like if I do enter a lifting era, I'm going to have to be very careful to not get too bulky because I don't like the way that.
Yeah, I think you would just go super, super lean where you don't. Like what happens to me when I actually do cut down is when I wear normal clothes, people just think I'm like a normal physique. And then I'll play a show.
Dude.
And then people are like.
Secret bod is awesome. That shit's awesome. Like a dude that's just like completely just looks like a normal guy, and then you're like, oh my Christ.
This is my dream physique when I'm older. Have you ever seen the movie Itchy the Killer?
Yes.
You know the old guy.
No,
and the whole movie, it's just this old guy and he's in a jacket, and it's just like the weird little old guy. And in the end of the movie, he takes off his jacket and he's
everyone's like
absolutely fucking jacked as fuck. So sick.
Yeah,
really
that shit's awesome.
Rocks. Anyway, MESHUGGAH, Itchy the Killer.
MESHUGGAH, Itchy the Killer.
Happy Face.
Gojira, Happy Face.
Gojira, Fashion.
We haven't talked about Metallica yet, but did we do that last time?
Go on.
Did we talk?
We talked so much about Metallica last time, but last time was filmed on inferior cameras in a hotel room with inferior lighting.
It was fun though.
Got a lot of views actually, considering how bad it looked. It was a good chat.
It was fun.
You just played with Bring Me. You were on tour with Suicide Boys.
Yeah,
we didn't get to hang out after the Bring Me show. I think I saw you before the show.
You did
because I think you guys. Something happened with your. I was remembering earlier. Something happened with your fucking truck or something, or your van at Brooklyn, whatever. I can't remember what the fuck.
Dude,
it was.
I just went to. You guys were hanging out. I went to London for a day recently
missed you.
For an undisclosed thing, and we all went to get Asian food, and it was amazing. And you guys weren't there, and I was very sad.
I didn't even fucking know until the next day.
Yeah,
no one told me.
Really?
We were fucking there.
I texted you I think I texted you during the dinner. I was just like, hey man, miss you.
Let's pull it up.
Guarantee it.
I mean, you probably did, and that's probably who told me.
Hey, can I say the thing that you say? And because I really want to say it.
What thing do I say?
Hey Simon, cut all this out.
What? You can say that. But I mean, can you leave that in though, Simon? Leave him saying that out.
No idea who that is.
Wait, I tell you what. I don't really text people. We text kind of a lot.
And you know what? We should text even more.
We should
because we get along great.
I don't be texting. Yeah, missed you today, buddy. Right at 7 p.m. UK time, which is 2 a.m. here.
Okay.
And I said, "What? Where are you?" And you said, "Had dinner with the fellas." And yeah, no one fucking told me. They gatekeeped you. Bro.
We literally went and we didn't know where we were going to eat because it was right after your rehearsal, and we eyeballed it. I was like, Asian sounds good. Found this kind of Asian hole in the wall. Literally felt like Japan. It was one of the best Asian meals I've ever had.
I remember.
And then we had dessert afterwards at a separate spot. It was
my favorite thing to do on earth.
Bang bang.
Bang bang. I was explaining bang bang the other day.
Bang.
But
bang.
wait. Does bang bang include it being a dessert somewhere else? I thought bang bang was like dinner plus another dinner.
No, that's just psychotic.
I thought that was the whole thing with bang bang.
No.
Oh, I bang bang all the time. I thought bang bang was like sometimes I'll do on tour. I'll do like a Chipotle, and then I'm still kind of hungry, and I'll get something else as well. Maybe a wing.
That's fine. I mean, that counts as a bang bang. But then you can do a bang 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 where you do dinner, second dinner, treat.
It's my kind of shit.
But you have to go to the place for it to be a bang.
What's your favorite treat to have after a dinner?
This is so tough. I'm a cheesecake guy right now in my life.
Says he doesn't want to bulk up. Cheesecake. No wonder you're doing 200 push-ups. What's your favorite cheesecake?
My favorite cheesecake is probably a classic Basque, is what it's called from the. It's basically my favorite.
Are you about to say from the Basque region of somewhere?
No.
I thought you were going to go wine on me.
No. It's basically my perfect cheesecake is basically a plain New York cheesecake with some sort of berry on top and some sort of like strawberry or berry drizzle.
Buried alive on top.
Yeah.
The guy.
Buried alive. The man.
Captain Crunchy fucking bollocks.
Crunchy munchy man.
Wait, what kind of berry? If you're putting a berry on there?
Strawberry probably.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's the classic.
With the glaze or just like strawberry on top of the New York slice, not pizza?
Either. I think that a traditional New York cheesecake, like New York style cheesecake, is just a slice of cheesecake and then a strawberry on top and whipped cream.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought it was just the like white cheesecake. I fuck heavily with like a Biscoff cheesecake.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Fucking
I mean,
kills me.
you can sell me on whatever cheesecake. I'm down, but I'm a huge sugary treat guy. I'm unfortunately at the point where I have to have something sugary.
Diabetes.
No,
I hope some people laughed at that because that was an incredible joke. He got nothing from these two.
I didn't laugh. So I think it was very funny.
Thank you. It was scientific. It was. I mean, it would kill you, but you know, if you did it right. Anyway, doesn't matter. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got it wrong. Anyway,
Maybe you got it wrong.
Carry on.
I need something sugary after I eat a meal, even if it's just like a mint, because I just crave that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the same.
Yeah.
Madison's the same, but you've got more of like you got a real savory tooth on you.
I'm much more of a savory girl, but you're always a dessert boy. Always want something sweet.
I need something
I
sweet.
need something.
The more we talk about something sweet, I'm like panicking. I've got
Dude,
nothing sweet.
you want to know something fucked up? And I should have brought this up to you, actually.
Hit me.
I didn't get anything sweet after my dinner earlier. I still haven't had it, and I want it right now so bad with you.
What the fuck are we
Can
getting?
you imagine if we had...
A sweet fucking treat right now.
Can you
We
imagine?
should have thought about it.
We absolutely should have.
Nowhere's going to be open either
I know.
for a sweet treat.
This podcast should be us Uber Eatsing a fucking
It won't
Snickers
get
bar.
here. It won't get here in time. I would have done it if we'd had this chat earlier. We could have done it, but we're not. It's not going to get here for the length of time we have left on the fucking podcast.
Damn.
Are you doing Eurofests this summer?
Yeah, I am. So we just did Europe, and we're going back for the festivals.
Are we on anything together? Do you know this?
I doubt it.
We get-
I'm only saying that because you know that it never works
It
out.
never
that
works
way.
out, and you know what? We always get. I don't. Maybe it's just indicative of our band. We always get the worst fucking days on festivals.
I don't even look nowadays. I'll look like the day of and just be like, oh, cool. Like, well, when the flyer comes out, I'll see it, but like I don't actively think about it.
I'm pretty sure we're not. And I do think about it all the time because I'm like, I love it, especially when it's like, oh, fuck, this band's here, this band's here. It's like, I think one of the festivals, our day, I don't even want to say it because it's whatever, but it's just like old fucking heritage band that no one really cares about, but it's like they have to play a festival to sell tickets, so people do care about them. And then bunch of fucking bullshit. And then the day before is literally like 9 Inch Nails, Deftones. I'm sure fucking Knock Loose, like the best day I've ever seen in my life.
It usually goes that way.
And then our day,
We
stinks.
usually have the bad day.
You get the stinker day.
We usually do have the bad day. Although I will say I am excited to come. We are finally at the point now where I feel like we can have tours in Europe that are good. So I think that some of the slots on these festivals, the Europe tour and the UK tour that we just did was amazing. And I feel like we're finally at the point where we can play good shows over there, you know, and I feel better. Like these are the first slots that we've had at these festivals that are like actually like decent.
Yeah. UK and Europe was slow for you guys.
So for everyone, right? Usually.
Yeah, but
It took us about 8 or 9 years.
it's slow for everyone if it's also slow kind of everywhere else. But like Stray is like worth dog shit in the US. Well, we don't know because we haven't tested it since fucking 2017. But like in the UK and Europe, I'm a fucking star.
Yeah.
I'm not. Don't hate me. But like we can do fucking 2,000-3,000 cap in Europe, and then if we did that in fucking America, we'd be laughed out of the fucking room.
Yeah, well then don't do it.
But we don't. That's why we don't.
I mean, you could still tour the States. Just do the small room.
But
tour.
I remember you were doing like 1,500, 2K in the States, and then still playing like Underworld.
Yeah,
That's crazy to me.
I mean, UK. That's not exactly true. UK. I'm not going to say UK is dying America because that would be that I don't like that where that goes. But what I will say is,
I mean, it is.
sure, okay, I'll let
You don't
you
have
say
to
it.
say it,
I'll let you say it. But like the cultures are very intertwined, and so the kind of rise was way more equal in the UK. But Europe, as you know, is like way more of a culture shock, way different culturally, so it was definitely a battle over there. Mm-hmm. And while I also think that we did a lot of tours that maybe weren't the best choices, or maybe just like maybe not even that they weren't the best choices, but weren't the best for growing our band. And then we hit a
bands
moment
you wanted to play with instead of bands that could have.
Yeah, we also took tours because of an agent saying that we should take them, and they weren't great.
Classic.
And then we finally hit a point where we were just like, hey, we're not doing this anymore. We're going to do our own tours with bands that we like.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's been going up. And it's been fun. And now...
You make a sick fucking lineup. Like, I talked about it with Brian a lot when he was on here. Like,
yeah,
you'll always bring up, like, a cool, new, small band.
Yeah, that's the point.
Which is sick to see those bands playing. Like,
you need to create
cap.
a show that you would want to see, And a lot of times our lineups now are like kind of a different
Headbuster and Death Heaven.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That's like fucking dream. It's not often a lineup exists these days where I'm like, I want to watch every fucking band because of the way it's crafted like this.
Dude, it's also crazy that lineup, beatdown band, shoegaze black metal band, Knock Loose.
Right? Amazing.
Hilarious.
Oh, very fun.
One of the funnest touring parties we've ever been a part of.
Really?
Ever. So chill. Everyone was so awesome. I'll never forget it.
Death Heaven is one of my favorite modern bands, definitely.
They're unbelievable. The new record that they put out is
so good.
So good.
Where are you putting it next to Sunbather?
I think it's on par.
I think it's on par.
It's on par.
It's phenomenal.
I have a take.
What's your take?
My favorite record is the one that people don't like.
Infinite Granite.
Yes.
I love it.
It's unbelievable.
It's fucking great. It sounds like a different band.
So fucking what?
Oh, no. I'm just saying, like, I can understand people not liking it.
They understand, too. They're very self-aware about it.
I love it.
They talk about it like, yeah, everyone fucking hated that. But I was like, I was on that. So I hadn't listened to that album until that tour. And I'm not kidding you. I deal with like really bad anxiety and insomnia over like that record literally would like calm me down. It's such a beautiful piece of music.
Builds up to Mombasa at the end where you get a little glimpse of like Blast Beat.
Jesus, man.
It's fucking
so
great.
good. Band's amazing.
Shout
out to FM.
George is my favorite modern lyricist as well. Like he's so
good on stage
arty.
too.
His lyrics are so like they're like poems.
Yeah,
and I'm just like that's fucking sick. No one really does that anymore.
He's one of those. He is the most interesting man in the world, guys.
Yeah, but he's
just like that.
I did the episode with Dan. I didn't know George or any of that stuff, and then like obviously I guess they didn't know that I was such a mega fan. So Dan came on and I like, gosh, and he's like telling me shit about Sunbather, like the interludes and all this cool shit I just wanted to know as a fan. And then like I went to the show and it was fucking awesome. And then I just got a little DM from George and it was just like, hey man, missed you at the show. We don't know each other. Hope the podcast went well. Like stay in touch. You are the fucking man.
Dude, he is that guy. He is a truly wonderful person. All those guys, truly wonderful people. This is the MESHUGGAH GOJIRA Happy Face
Deaf Heaven High Fashion Podcast.
Yeah, High Fashion Podcast.
I hope he's in love though. I don't want you to tell me if he is or anything, but just like when you read his lyrics, there's a lot of torment in there. There's a lot of love in there, but there's also a lot of torment. I just hope he's happy.
But tortured artist, you know?
Yeah, I know, but there's a part of me. No, there isn't. Yeah, stay tortured.
Yeah.
It's like James Hetfield. No, I'm not going to say it, but you do know what I was going to say.
Yeah. This is the Metallica
Metallica, MESHUGGAH, Death Heaven. Hi, welcome to the Metallica, MESHUGGAH, Death Heaven podcast. Anyway, you got festivals. Go see them at a festival.
Yeah. We're playing a bunch of festivals. They're going to be cool. That's what we're doing all year. We're playing festivals in the U.S.
Oh, I'm going to come to one in the U.S. that you're going.
Okay.
That you're playing. Are you playing the Incarceration?
Yes. Most of the Danny Wimmer stuff we're playing. We're playing all those. We're very excited about them. We have a lot of really cool slots on the US ones for the first time ever.
I saw that, yeah.
And a lot of like pretty good ones on the Euro ones.
The Danny Wimmer festivals this summer are like some of the best lineups I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, there's some crazy ones.
They're like stacked.
There's some crazy ones. There's some even side stages where I'm like
just fully stacked.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Go see him on tour.
Yeah.
Blood Clots. What's your Blood Clot story?
It was the A Tear in the Fabric of Life tours with Movements, Kubla Khan and Koyo. 2022, I think. Yeah. Amazing headliner, but basically it was a pretty I was dealing with some bullshit in my life that was not this. So it was kind of a tough one for me to get through personally. But then this made it way worse. Basically, at one point, like I believe 2 weeks or so into the tour, it was a full US tour, I started getting this like crazy lower back pain. And I wasn't sure what it was. And it started just like sometimes I would walk and it would kind of erupt, and then it got gradually worse for a couple days. It would kind of go away during the shows, come back, kind of go away whenever, just like a general discomfort. And then eventually it got so bad to the point where it was like kind of hurting to walk. And then I went to
tour.
Yeah, I went to an urgent care, and they were just like, "Man, you pulled something. Like, just take it easy. Take it easy. Take these pain meds. You'll be fine." So I waited about 2 or 3 more days, and the pain continued, got worse, and moved to multiple places. So it moved to, I believe it moved to one of my shoulders. And at this point, it was starting to get actually scary.
Yeah, that's pretty scary.
So I went to the urgent care again, and they were just like, "You've pulled something, you're not taking care of the body, you're playing, you're thrashing around, whatever. That's what's going on. So take these pain meds and you'll be fine." So I do that, and then it spreads to the other shoulder. So I have my lower back, this shoulder, and it feels like other places are erupting, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And it also, something starts happening where I can't lay down. If I lay down, my breath gets super heavy, and I start...
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, my breath gets super heavy. I change color. I literally, I get blue. I start going crazy. I, constrict, and my body erupts in pain. So I can't lay down. So at this point, I'm in the bus, trying to get sleep, sitting, straight up, taking pain meds, because that's all. So the next day... This is over the course of a week. The next day, I call my doctor, at home, right? And I'm just like, "Hey, this is what's going on. Tell me what the fuck is up. Can you?" And she was like, "Go to the urgent care now and tell them to do this test. Tell them to look at your blood work. Tell them to actually do these blood tests, whatever." So I go in, and this was before the show in Atlanta. I go in, and they do these blood tests essentially, and they're actually taking my blood pressure and stuff for the first time instead of just writing me off. And they're like, "Oh, you need to go to the hospital now, right now. Do not wait. Go to the hospital immediately." So I don't go, and I play the show that night.
Classic. Guy on band.
Yeah. Go through another night of pain, and then go to the ER the next morning. It was an off day in New Orleans, and they were basically like, "Yeah, you have 4 pulmonary embolisms in your lungs."
Holy shit, you could have just fucking had a stroke.
Yeah, and they were just like, "Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good that you came in now, because to be honest, you maybe should already be dead."
Shit.
And so we need to put you on these thinners immediately. We need to put you on all this stuff. We hook you up to all this stuff. So I spent that day. There, and then I spent the next day trying to get. They basically prescribed me Eliquis, which is a blood thinner that I'm still on to this day.
Yeah.
And I spent like half the day just trying to get insurance to agree to get.
Yeah, the stress.
Yeah, I mean, and that took like 5 or 6 hours. I had to walk from the hospital to the pharmacy, back to the hospital to the pharmacy 3 separate times because they were both telling me different things. But yeah, that's my blood clot story. I'm still on Eliquis to this day. And
Will they swap that to aspirin after a while, or is that just you have to be on that forever?
they say that it's just safest to just be on it forever. Because here's the thing, when blood clots show up, they can go away. Like, I don't have them right now.
Yeah.
But if you stop, they can just pop back up.
I'm glad you're better.
Thank you.
You've at least you don't drink, bro. If you were like drinking and on blood thinners, you'd probably be dead.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very scary point in my life where I was also going through like some emotional turmoil, and this was not making it any better. So it was very scary. What's crazy, tour was amazing. But for like a good like week and a half there, I was literally just like terrified and afraid and shaking and just so crazy. But luckily, like the Eliquis helped, and luckily I'm not dead. So.
Sick. 2 truths and a lie.
So you gave me this earlier, and I've racked my brain.
Yep.
1, my birth father at one point played drums for the praise and worship collective Hillsong United.
Okay, very specific. 2.
2, Brian Garris, the singer of my band, Knock Loose, at one point broke 2 of my fingers.
They know that your band is not loose by this point.
That's
two,
fine.
2.5 hours.
To the layman.
The layman
3,
isn't this far in the podcast. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Go.
3, I tripped on my own spin kick moshing day 1 of a tour and gave myself a concussion. Want me to repeat it?
No, we're gonna go through them. I'll go in reverse order. The spin kick.
Yep.
Were you moshing to your own band?
No.
Okay.
Like moshing.
So you were on tour though, you said. So you were moshing
it was
to a support
day
band.
1 of a tour that started in Louisville.
Yep.
I was moshing to my friend's band by myself.
What was the friend's band?
Worm. WVRM, insanely underrated grind power balance band from the Carolinas.
That's a good name.
Yeah, recorded by Kurt Ballou.
Oh wow, that's got to be good.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah.
So you tripped on it and fell over, or you like?
I did a spin kick.
Yeah.
All I remember was starting the kick and then waking up.
And then you were on the floor.
No, they brought me to a different place.
Oh wow, you woke up in a different room.
Yes.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. I'm gonna go reverse order. Brian Garris broke 2 of your fingers.
Broke 2 of my fingers.
How did you do it?
He broke 2 of my fingers by dropping. We were trying to soundproof a like old jam space.
Yeah.
It was basically a situation of like, don't drop it yet.
Classic.
And he dropped it.
Yeah. Now, I think I know that story. So I believe that one to be true.
Yeah.
So let's go to
my birth father.
Your birth father was the drummer in
Hillsong United.
What is that?
Hillsong United is like the world's biggest like gospel worship band. They're based in Australia.
In Australia?
Yes, but they've had a million session musicians and whatever. And at one point, my birth father drummed for them.
He was the OG drummer.
No, not the OG. He was just at one point he played drums for them.
What was he doing in Australia?
He wasn't. But they have musicians from ever. Yeah,
it's crazy that Australia would be such a.
They do like stadiums. Like we're talking like huge.
What's the music like? Like I don't know. Well, like
our God is an awesome. Yes.
Our guys, what?
Our God is an awesome God. He reigns. Yeah.
I'll carry on.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, sick. I was kind of hoping for a beatbox battle earlier.
Yeah.
The Brian Garris one, I'm pretty sure he's told me that story before, so I'm going to go true.
Okay.
I'm going to say Hillsong Band lie.
Okay.
And spin kick true, because it's definitely something you would do. Hit me.
You're wrong.
Oh,
The Brian Garris story. He didn't break the fingers. He broke my toe.
everyone loves every single guest comes in with like a clever fake truth.
Well, what
the
fuck do you want us to do?
I want like a completely fabricated story. So that the one about your birth father playing drums in that band, that's true.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Were you adopted or
I was adopted.
how did you? At what age did you rekindle?
I was a baby, and I was a baby when I was adopted, and I stayed close with my birth father's family, basically.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they're cool. Like my grandmother is technically my birth grandmother,
Okay.
and she's the shit.
Is there a story there? Is that too private?
No, not private at all.
Because that's like
He's dope.
Respectfully,
I don't know where my mom is. He's my birth father's dope. I mean, I haven't talked to him for quite a long time, but we had a good relationship for a while. Yeah.
so why were you put up for adoption?
Young. They were mad young when they had me. Like 17 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking
Proper young.
Proper young. Thank you. There it is. You were supposed to open up the fucking podcast with it. That's just an interesting dynamic. It's quite nice.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's something that most people that when they figure out you're adopted, they're like, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry." Like,
Yeah.
but for me, I'm just like, "Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool."
So like
It explains me having a black brother.
that
which I
would
have.
explain it.
Yeah,
That's,
people were very confused about that when we were younger.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Madison's the same.
Yeah, people would be really.
Not adopted, but very, very mixed family. I've got black
understood.
siblings. I've got an Italian sibling. I've got Asian siblings. It's nice
Exciting.
variety.
Yeah, and when you're young, people don't understand that.
I mean, I'm like 38, and I kind of didn't understand it when I met a family for the first time. I was like,
My family's
and you
fucking
guys are all related.
My family's fucking crazy, man. My brother's black. My dad's in a wheelchair. It's all crazy.
Not that sick.
Yeah, not that sick, but he's sick. Still.
There's a lot of diversity there. Though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You should start a band.
I could start a band with my dad. At one point, my brother knew how to play bass, and my dad knows how to play guitar, so we could have done
You
that.
should write. I don't know how far this is going to go out of pocket before I even start, but you should write one of these albums that you're writing or these EPs, and then take the promo photo and then just say, "This is my new band." It's like the most diverse band on earth. You got a girl you can slap in there as well.
You got it.
Madison's in the band.
All right.
You got Madison. You got your dad in a wheelchair. Black brother.
Yep.
Fuck me. This is rough. I didn't say anything bad.
No, I didn't either.
But why do I feel so bad?
Simon, you
Don't let him. Do we cut that? Is that a cut? I didn't say anything
You should
bad.
ask Simon if it's. You should start saying like, Simon, should we cut that?
Simon, should we cut that?
Instead of being
No, I'm going to stick by it, Simon. Cut. Don't cut it.
But what do you think, Simon? I love this
feedback.
dynamic. It makes it cooler that I have no idea.
Oh,
who
it's
Simon
so
is.
funny. Right, we've got like 5 minutes left.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
Metallica, probably.
Okay, what do we want to talk about?
This is the MESHUGGAH
Meshuggah,
Happy Face, Nile,
Captain Berry, man. Captain
Crunchy Munchy,
Captain Crunchy Munchie.
Captain Crunchy Munchy.
Ultra diversity band
Yes, podcast
tour. We're doing it starts today.
Metallica.
Metallica.
Now, what do we want to talk about with them? Any
don't
new
know.
Metallica news that any new Metallica, like any new thoughts about it? Like, have you made a recent discovery or something?
I could seriously do a Metallica podcast that starts with no info and just do.
You know what? I had one.
Because I'm trying to think. What, Metallica podcast?
I had one with Bo from Harm's Way.
This was
There's 3
supposed to
episodes.
be. Oh, amazing. What's it called?
It was called Phantom Lords.
This was supposed to be, the Downbeat was supposed to be called And Justice
Just for Lars.
Yeah, we talked about this. So this is the thing. And we just talk about Lars.
Yeah, that's the shit.
Every episode.
What's your favorite Metallica record?
It's got to be Justice. I'm a Justice guy, but I'm also a Black Album apologist.
Who's apologizing for the Black Album?
Everyone my age.
No fucking way.
Because they're like, oh, it's not thrash or whatever, but it's so sick.
Who gives a fuck?
Will Putney doesn't like Black Album. I mean, he does, but he's like...
There's
like
no
a
way.
least
He likes
favorite.
good sounding things.
Yeah.
Black Album is like commonly...
Maybe I'm misremembering. I'm pretty
Do
sure...
you like Load and Reload?
Yes, I do.
Me too.
I do like...
You know what's crazy? Load and Reload are like... Especially Reload has like dark songs.
Yeah.
They're like weird and creepy.
And the videos.
Yes.
Unforgiven 2 videos. So fucking
Until It
sick.
Sleeps video?
Until It Sleeps. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of Until It Sleeps and the Unforgiven video from
yeah.
Load. So
Yeah.
sick. Until It Sleeps is an insane fucking video.
A great song too.
Have you played with them yet?
Haven't played with them. Haven't seen
I feel
them.
like they're last.
So,
year.
oh yeah, well, here's what I'll say. We can talk about this. I'm about to see them in Nashville coming up, and I'm very excited.
I want to come. I'm going to come.
Okay.
We're going to come.
Not come.
I'm going to figure out. I'm going to come. And on it, you got a Trump impression in you?
Nope.
You know who can do the best one? Dragon Neck.
Really?
It's crazy.
I mean, anyone can go, I'm gonna come.
No, but Dragon
But that's
Neck
not a real
sounds like
impersonation.
Donald Trump. And we get him, his thing, the bit that we make him do. I can't wait to get him on the podcast. The bit that I
Why
make
has he not
Dragon
been
Neck
on
do.
this podcast yet?
Because I only ever see Dragon Neck on tour, and I never do them on tour. Because I did a couple and they just look bad.
Yeah.
And now I'm committed to the quality. But we make Dragon Neck do a thing where it's Trump and it's always about Pokemon. So we'll do like Trump picking his starter Pokemon. And Dragon Neck will just like, the man is a comedy genius. We'll just riff on like being Donald Trump, like picking like why he doesn't want to pick Bulbasaur and all this. It's just very funny. I
missed
need to
that
get
guy.
him on there. He's the fucking man. Take us on fucking tour.
Okay.
We're not worth fucking jack shit, but please take us.
Okay. This was the MESHUGGAH Gojira Happy Face
Metallica.
Crunchy
Munchy. Grammys. High fashion.
My brother's black.
High fashion.
My dad's in a wheelchair.
His brother's black. His dad's in a wheelchair.
They're
Check
awesome.
them out.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Thank you so
And
much.
this
mate.
is-
Thank you so much.
you're
It's been
the
fucking
best.
amazing. I appreciate it.
Shout out
You're the
both
best.
of you.
Thank you. I love you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Goodbye.
Sorry, Simon.